All right, we're live. Let me just get my face in there. Hey, how you doing? All right, so this is my very crude setup here. Like I said, I apologize in advance. I'm working off my phone. I know it's not the best camera quality. There might be a little table shaking occasionally. We will try and keep that to a minimum to avoid motion sickness. But mostly we're here so that we can play the game. You guys can see the Alliances expansion. I'm going to go ahead and actually start up on a separate phone real quick. Get the stream on there so I can keep an eye on the chat. And then also, hopefully, I believe we have some folks from Restoration Games already in the chat. That's the feed? If you can get the chat on there, then we can keep a track on that. That'd be great.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So just by way of introduction, I'm Justin Jacobson. I'm the president and Board Game Necromancer of Restoration Games. I also have 3 of my regular game group are here. If you can either if you want to stick your face under and say hello or not, that's up to you. But Mark Rickard, local attorney I've worked with for many years, friend of mine for a long time. Mike Ruiz, he's king of garbage for Miami-Dade County. And Jeff Piershot, also another attorney who worked for me. Lots of attorneys in my game group.
Hello.
So that's us. And we're going to get started playing with the Alliances expansion. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to put them in the chat. We will try and do them as best as possible. I know you'll want to see some of this, so I will go ahead and also try and hold stuff up to the camera where possible so you can get a look at it. So I'm assuming that most of you know how to play the regular game. For the record, my game group, I played it like a couple hundred times, but my game group has only played it a couple times and they've never actually beaten it. Now, in fairness, I have given them some harder setups to play with. So this one's a little bit easier. We're going to go today with Ash Strider, who's the main adversary that we recommend for your first play. He's a little more straightforward. Normally, we recommend you start with Zeta the Ifrit as your companion, but we're actually going to go with Latha. She's not too bad either, so we're going to start with her as well. And then, oh my goodness, the shakiness. All right, I will see what I can do about that. But we are using the Alliances expansion. So obviously, I know most of you don't know very much about that at all. And to be more importantly, the rest of my game group knows absolutely nothing about Alliances. So we're going to teach them as we teach you and go along from there. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to finish setup. There's some extra special setup that we do for the Alliances expansion. But the first thing that's important is we need to start the app and start the tower. So I will do that. I'm going to be running the app on my my iPad. And let me get that set here. Make it so that it actually plays sounds. Normally I don't have sounds on my computer. So we can hear that music, which means we're in a good shape. And we're going to start a new game. So the first thing we do is we turn on the tower. That's letting us know it's ready to set up. We have batteries. We're ready to go. And so now it's going to start scanning for the tower, the connection there. Subscribing to the tower. Now the tower is subscribed. We're going to calibrate. And we are calibrated. That's the tower letting us know it's ready to take us on. One other thing I should mention, I know I said I was going to play with the mat instead of the regular board. I forgot that I actually left the mat up at Gen Con for when we go to PAX Unplugged, so I actually don't have the neoprene mat. I apologize. I will make sure we get a picture of that for some folks, but we are playing on the regular board. Otherwise, I do have the coffers with me. I can show you, we'll see, we have the card sleeves on the treasures that we can take a look at. We're using the minis from the Dark Horde expansion, so those are fun, and we'll get to show those off. So now we're going to do our setup, and in this case, we're going to play cooperative, and we can play gritty, and we can have the Alliances expansion. I'm going to go ahead, and we're definitely not playing gritty. So I have not tested this yet, but Brian on our design team has, and Brian tells me that gritty plus Alliances is brutal, so keep that in mind. But we are going to play with the Alliances expansion, so we're going to check that off and continue. We're playing with 4 players. And now we're going to select our main goal. In this case, we're using Latha the Dryad. And she's over there. So Our main goal is to assemble an army of trees. Latha the Dryad has awoken ancient trees to tear the tower apart. Make a ring of forests around the tower. When all trees are in place, notify the Evergreen King to call the attack. So this is basically the end of the two towers when the Ents surround Isengard and go in, and that's basically what we're going to do. We are going to choose Ashrider. He sows fire and chaos and adds skulls to buildings and can even set the rivers on fire, which is why I have these handy River of Fire tokens already out of the box. Now we're going to choose our foes. We've already pre-selected those. We have Brigands for level 2 foes. For our level 3 foes, we're going to use the Lemures. For our level 4 foes, we are going to use the Titan. And we're ready to continue. So this is our setup confirmation screen, which lets us know that we've got everything the way we want it. Cooperative with the Alliance's expansion. Latha is our main goal. Ashrider is our adversary. Brigands, Lemure, Titan. We're ready to go. Everybody here ready? Ready. Other than the fact that you have no idea how to play Alliance.
We're going to get absolutely slaughtered.
And I will explain those as soon as we finish the setup. I'll go through the basic Alliance's rules. All right, so it's loading. Game setup. So there's special setup for Alliances. Take the 4 River of Fire tokens and the Siege Tree tokens. That's for Latha. So we have those out of the box. So one of the other things that we have in Alliances are Power Skulls. So that Jeff has all the skulls over there. And you can see we have our regular white skulls, and then there's also all these different colored skulls. The composition of the skulls is determined by the foe and adversaries that you've selected. So in this case, game setup tells us we're going to remove 10 of the normal skulls. So go ahead and take 10 white ones out.
10 white ones? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And actually, I'm trying to think, how many white skulls do you have there left?
I've got about 15.
No, well, we should have exactly 14 left. Because we provide a couple extras in case you lose some, and I can't remember if I put those in the main supplier. Just make sure you got 14 white skulls. Yeah. And then, okay, good. All right. Those are the 2 extras. And then we're going to replace those. We're not using all of those. We're going to use 6 Fire Skulls. Those are the red ones. And 4 Omen Skulls. Those are the purple ones.
So 6 reds and 4 purples?
4 purples, yeah. And then the rest of those Power Skulls we won't need for this game. Those can go back to the supply. And then we're going to take those and put those in the handy skull bag that we have provided with Alliances.
Handy dandy skull bag.
All right, so put all those in there, because then we're going to randomize which we draw. So now for setup, we're going to put 2 skulls on each village and sanctuary. Because they're random, what we need to do is village, sanctuary, and just draw 2 at a time and put them on there. So
2 on the village, 2 on the sanctuary, 2 on the village, 2 on the sanctuary.
Yep, for each kingdom. So as he does that, I'm going to explain real quickly what the Power Skulls do. So Power Skulls cause problems when you enter a space with a Power Skull. They have different effects based on what color they are. So the Omen Skulls are purple. That deals with the new resource that we have in Alliances, which is Influence. Influence is a new resource, and that's what we're going to use to manipulate the guilds. And we'll talk about the guilds in a minute. But basically, the influence is used with those guilds. So anytime you enter a space with a Power Skull, you're going to lose something, whether you move into that space or get moved by another effect. So when you enter a space with an Omen Skull, the purple one, you lose 1 influence. When you enter a space with a Power Skull, the red ones, those are the color of warriors, you lose 1 warrior. I'm sorry, 4 warriors. 4 warriors. So they will drain your resources during the game, which obviously makes the game a little more challenging. You can cleanse them like normal skulls. We're playing with the Haunted Recluse, and we'll talk about the new heroes in a second. They can move them around. So that can help us deal with them, but that's what we're going to have to deal with during the game. All right, so we're done with that special setup. And first player gains Latha as a companion. We have not decided who the first player is going to be. Who would like to be the first player?
Sure. I'll be first.
All right, Mike's going to be the first player. So he gains Latha as a companion, which is nice. And then we need to set up our siege trees. So we're going to take these siege tree tokens and we'll put them in the following locations. So grab 8 of these and put them in the locations as I call them out. Yellow Pike in the west. That should be over there. right on the border there, right next to you, there you go. The Copper Grove in the east, that is me, that is right there. These should all be forest spaces that we're putting them in, if that helps find them. Hissing Groves in the west.
Nothing in the north. Come on, nothing in the north.
No, these are good.
No, these are good.
Oh, these are everything in the north. Everything in the north.
All right, Telsmeyer in the west. It's actually bad that they're all ending up in the west. The Muted Forest in the north.
I just have a lot of forest.
Yep. Acardus in the west. And Rheinweld in the north. I think that's it. Is that it? Or we have sorry.
I have one more.
The Pine Barrens in the south. All right. So we put our siege trees out. I'll explain how those work in a second and what we're doing them for those of you who either haven't seen or played with Letha. That's our main objective, deals with those siege trees. Now we're going to spawn our brigands, and in this case, since we are playing with the Dark Horde, we're going to use the minis today. I will show those. Hopefully we can get a good picture of those in here. So the brigands, we have brigands starting in the Mountains of the Watchers in the south. So go ahead and take brigands, put those in the Mountains of the Watchers in the south. That's over on the left-hand side of your kingdom there. Right in front of you. There you go. All right. Then we have brigands in Greenbridge in the north. That should be right there. Brigands in the Empty Glade in the west. And unfortunately, I'm getting the Lemure in the Inner King Hills, which is right in my citadel, in the east. And I'll show you those real quick. You can see hopefully you can see that. And that's going to go in the Inner King Hills. All right, we have done setup. We're ready to get started. So this is Letha. She's telling us what our main goal is. So I will go ahead and read that off for everybody. And so the main goal for Letha is to assemble an army of trees. Letha the Dryad has awoken ancient trees to tear the tower apart. Make a ring of forests around the tower. When all trees are in place, notify the Evergreen King to call the attack. So this is going to be our main objective, which is this one right here. This is our main objective quest marker for the from the Dark Horde box. Quest in the Pine Barrens in the south. Right there. Just mark that on the board. While there is an unbroken ring of forest spaces around the tower. So that's what we need to do. We need to make an unbroken ring of forest spaces around the tower. That can include actual forest spaces or siege trees. So that's why we're going to need to move those siege trees. They're like basically walking forests. We're going to need to move those into place to surround the tower. All right. If you look on them, they actually tell you the reinforce action there. You can take the reinforced action when you're in a space with a siege tree to move it one space. And that's how we move those. All right, we're all done with setup. We're ready to get started on month one. I'm going to go ahead and month one is a quiet month for those of you who don't know. All right, the tower says we're on the clock. Okay, so let's talk real quickly about alliances. So first of all, let's talk about our two new heroes. We have the Haunted Recluse. Mark, you did a lovely job setting that up, but if you could actually hold that up in front so people can see it, they can just see it. You can either, take it off or...
That's pretty good.
Yeah, all right. Hopefully that's good enough.
And then also time delay. So
yeah, so for the record, I'm also going to post close-ups of all this stuff on my next update next week. So we see much better pictures of it. I know you want to mostly see how it's going to play, so we should be fine. And then we also have the Arkwright, which Mike is playing. That's Mike's hero right there. So the Haunted Recluse actually uses skulls on the board as a resource. So normally skulls are just bad, and we always want to cleanse them and get rid of them. The Haunted Recluse can actually use them to use some of their powers, and when they gain certain virtues and things like that, become pretty potent with what they're doing with skulls. The Arkwright uses battlement tokens. Mike, if you want to hand over one of those battlement tokens or hold it up to the camera just so folks can see. She's going to place these battlement tokens out that give advantages in battle, and then obviously she's got lots of virtues that let her improve those. So those are the two new heroes. Now, the other, probably the meat of the matter for alliances are these guilds, which you can see around the board. So as you can see, there's one guild for each of the kingdoms. Those are randomly assigned at the beginning of the kingdom. And then within each kingdom, for each guild, the boards are double-sided. So we're playing on the A side, which is slightly easier. You're welcome. You can play on the A or B side. You can mix them up. They don't all need to be the same or anything. They all start at rank 1. Basically, all the guilds are very upset with everybody right now. They're nervous, they're frightened, and they're angry. And so they're doing bad things to us. They exert a lot of control, or influence, you might say, over the kingdoms that they're in. So one of the other things that we do, you might have noticed, if you haven't seen this yet, is we actually have little guild flags. So each guild is assigned or correlates to a particular building. So in this case, the Paladins Order is in my kingdom, the East, and they are always in the Sanctuary. So what's interesting is you'll see we actually have little keyed slots on the bottom of the buildings, which don't have any impact in the base game. But when you're playing with alliances, they make sure that the flag goes in the correct building. So we're going to put the guild flag in that building to represent where that guild is, where their guild hall is in that particular kingdom. So in this case, East Kingdom, the Paladins Order Kingdom, in the Sanctuary right there. So that's one for each of those guilds. So there's Paladins Order in my kingdom. Mark over in the south has the Druid Circle. Mike over in the west has the Arcane Scouts. And Jeff over in the north has the Thieves Guild. So you'll see they all start on rank 1, which is a bad ability. So what that does is that affects any heroes in that building. So it's not what your home kingdom is. So if I venture over, my hero ventures over into Mark's kingdom, I'm affected by whatever his current guild effect is, not mine, not the one in front of me. So in this case, at level 1, Paladin's Order says you cannot cleanse. So we literally cannot cleanse in the Eastern Kingdom right now. Mark, what's your starting rank?
My starting one says you cannot take a banner action.
So if you remember, the banner action is the action every hero gets to do at the start of the turn. So start of your turn 1, Mark, unfortunately, you're not going to get to take your banner action. Mike, what do the Arcane Scouts do?
If you start your movement in this kingdom, your base move is -1.
-1. Yeah, -1 would be bad.
Okay.
So your base move is normally 3, unless you're the Spy Master, but in this case, your base move is going to be 2 to start because you're in that kingdom. And Jeff, what's yours for the Thieves Guild?
Treasures cost +2 spirit.
Yeah, so normally they cost 2 spirit. Right now they cost 4 spirit if you're trying to buy stuff in that kingdom. Fortunately, we get to improve those ranks. So we're going to talk a little bit more as we get going, but basically what you can do is the symbology on the guild board indicates you take the reinforce action and spend 5 influence to increase that rank of that guild. When you do, it's going to improve the effect somewhat. The first 2 are still bad, and the second one's just not quite as bad. As you improve them even further, they get to be really good, and like the rank 4 effects are pretty amazing. Also, you'll see that each guild has 3 new companions on there. As you increase the guild to a new rank, if there is a companion under that rank, you get that companion for free. They can help you out. We notify the app that will start putting events in, so that can also be very powerful. Now, influence. This again is a shared resource. We start with 8. At the end of the month, we're going to get 1 influence for every building that does not have a skull on it. So the more we keep our kingdoms clean, the more influence we'll get, the more we'll be able to keep ourselves protected from the guilds and improve our relationship with those guilds. All right. One last thing, it's not in month 1 is a quiet month, but we're going to actually have an extra quest every month too, which is going to be the guild quest, but we'll talk about that when we get to month 2. So Jeff is going to start. I actually do have the coin. Oh, sorry, Mike's going to start. I do have the coin that we have. That's our first player marker. So take the coin for right now since you're starting. And Mike, it's going to be to you. Do we have any questions in the chat yet before I start?
We have one question from Suwapicus asking, when the game app is running, does it let other apps pop through like text or notification things?
It can. It's up to you. Like I have mine set that it will because since I'm not streaming it, it's fine, but you can turn that off, obviously.
And we had another question from Captain Ziggy. Wants to know if the tower lights go green at some point given the quest. I responded, I've only seen this tower.
No. we did look into other lighting effects. The problem is, interestingly, obviously they interact very much with the material on the tower. And so we actually looked into getting different colored lights. The problem is only one color looks best with that. So basically what you're doing is just putting on a color that doesn't look very good. So we just stuck with evil red, and everything's just evil red or evil redder. All right, Mike, you're going to start on your turn. Don't forget your guild effect, obviously. So your base move is 2.
Right.
I will remind everyone who hasn't played before. Month 1 is a quiet month, so we don't have any quests, and we're not going to have any events. But we're only going to get exactly 1 turn each. So what is your banner action for
My
the arc
banner
right?
action is to place a battlement on any space or move a battlement up to 2 spaces.
So the arc right starts with 4 of those tokens. So at the beginning of the game, obviously, for each of the turns, you can start putting them out. She doesn't have to. And then you can put them directly on a space with a foe that maybe you're intending to fight.
Which
Or
I'm going to do.
it could also be one of your allies, right? It's a cooperative game, so she could put them on a space if someone else is planning to fight. But if you're going to go fight, yeah, no reason not to get that extra advantage.
Absolutely. So I will...
You only have 2 moves, so you want to make sure you plan your reinforce before you get stuck somewhere where you don't want to reinforce.
Right.
So normally when I'm doing demos, I ask people how much help they want to get. But since I'm actually playing, I'm gonna be a little more vocal, I guess. Go ahead.
Can you be more vocal, Justin?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to actually
That sounded
reinforce...
like a dick. All right. I feel like it's cutting off the top of the tower. I'm gonna try and adjust this real quick.
So I can just move the siege tree, right?
As your reinforce action.
As my reinforce action. And then I will move myself. So I'll have the battlement. And it now counts as a forest space. So I can now use my +2 wild advantage in forests.
Yep.
When we take them on.
While we're doing that, we have a question from Unpriced Zeus. 24 wants to know, can battlements stack on the same space? Which is a very good question. So can you put, that looks...
Yes.
Did you get it?
I think so. I think it'll
Yeah,
settle down.
It'll settle down.
So can battlements stack on the same space?
Yes.
Do you get the benefit of the advantages?
Yeah.
They stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're wild advantages, so there's no. Yeah.
All right. So let's take on some brigands.
But keep in mind, obviously, once you put them out and they're like all concentrated in one space, and the battles are over there, like you only get to move 2 spaces each.
Right.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, battle is done in the app. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the battle button. And you're battling brigands. All right. So we're going to choose brigands here. Hit the battle button. I'm just going to show this battle, and then we'll start passing around. Again, just for people who haven't seen it yet. So each foe is a deck of 10 cards. You're going to draw a number of cards equal to the level of the foe. So in this case, we're going to draw 2 cards. Mike's has given me the signal that I can choose for him. So we're going to go ahead and choose these. And now we need to resolve those cards one at a time. Critical hit, that's not good. Lose 5 warriors and 1 item. How many advantages do you have?
4.
You have 4. Oh, okay.
4.
Now, why do you have 4? You have 1 for the battlement, right?
I have 2 for the battlement because battlements give me +2 wild.
Right, that's one of his inherent advantages.
Right, and then I move the forest, which gives me another 2 wild.
Because you're in the Western Kingdom.
Correct.
Excellent, champion of the West. So perfect. So at the ready level, each card can only be improved twice, and there's only 2 cards. He's got 4 advantages, so he's going to max out both these cards. So there's really no decisions to make.
Nope.
In this case, he went to no losses because it was critical. So we're going to confirm that we resolved that card. This one we should get something out of. You gain a potion. That was the tower not being happy that you fully maxed out.
Potion of purifying breath.
So it's one of the interesting things about the app. There's little Easter eggs in there, and in the game, I should say, not the game. So in that case, you might have noticed if you max out both cards and defeat the foe, this tower makes a special little angry sound. So we're going to go ahead and remove that brigand. Take him, put him back off there. And don't forget to get your 2 spirit for completing your heroic action. And I don't know if you have any moves left or if there's anything else you want to do.
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. When we're done with your turn, we're going to drop a skull in the tower. So in this case, you're going to take a skull from the bag and drop it in the top. Again, if you haven't played or aware before, there's an IR sensor that knows that we're dropping a skull in the tower. Stayed in. No events, again, because it's month 1. So, Jeff, your turn.
So my banner action is I'm playing the Spymaster. I can place my hero on any space in my current kingdom. So I'm planning on battling this brigand, so I think I'm just going to start there. So then I can move after that. I can first. So,
Are you sure you don't want to reinforce first
let's see.
to get something to help you fight them? How many advantages do you have against them?
Actually, that's a good idea. Let me take a look at that.
So brigands
Brigands
are
are-
stealth and humanoid. You have a
So
stealth
I have a
advantage.
stealth advantage, so I would have one.
Yep.
If I reinforce in the Citadel, I would
Get a
gain a
potion.
potion. Or I
You
can
could-
wait until after I battle.
You could also start in the bazaar, reinforce to gain the dusky cloaks, which give you another stealth advantage, and then you would have two.
That's a good idea.
Big difference when Justin's helping as
Yes.
opposed to just secretly laughing behind
Somebody,
your back.
somebody who's played 100 times versus 2.
Yes.
So question.
Yes.
When you reinforce to move a siege tree, do you have to be in the same space as the siege tree?
Yes. In the same space as the siege tree. If it happens to be on a space with the building, you don't get the extra effect or anything. That's your reinforce action. Now, if you're loopy enough to want to roll the haggle die, you can always roll the haggle die before your reinforce action. Probably not a great idea when you're moving a siege tree, but hey, I don't ask me why that makes any sense, but
All right, I'm going to take your advice.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the bazaar. I'm going to reinforce at the bazaar to gain the gear. One of the gears is the dusky cloaks, which gives +1 stealth advantage, which will come in handy because the brigands have stealth, as you said.
Yep.
So now I can move. I have 4 as my base move, so I'm going to move 1 to where the brigands are, and now I'm going to battle the brigands.
all right.
So I'm going to battle the brigands. Ah. So I'm going to pick that card, that card. Lose 5 warriors. I have 2 advantages. I have 7 warriors. I don't. No, I'm going to upgrade this one time. Lose 3 warriors. Okay. And then we'll see what we get on the next one. So I'm going to lose 3 warriors. So I'm catching my 5, get 2 back. And the next card is.
Since we have to move the siege trees, I guess I'm going to focus on staying in the area because I have to physically be on the same space. So
Yeah, I mean, anyone can do them. It doesn't have to be you, of course.
No, but
And my second card is another lose 5 warriors. So I'm going to use an advantage on that to bring it down to 3. So I'll lose 3 warriors again. And that's it. So brigands are defeated. Remove the brigand. And we're done with the battle. So I gain 2 spirit for that. So now I still have 3 moves left. Is there somewhere special I'd like to go? I might go to the village just to start.
Keep in mind at the start of your turn, you can start anywhere. So it
Yeah.
really just matters. You're really just deciding which kingdom you want to be in, which is more relevant in alliances because of the guild effects.
Right.
It's a good way to, keep that in mind, obviously.
I think I'm just going to hang here for a while, keep my options open. I'll stay in the middle, and it doesn't matter because I can jump around anyway. At some point, though, I might want to go over there and help him because he's got 4 siege trees there, and we might want to.
We definitely need to keep our
Use
eye
some
on the
help
prize,
on
no
that.
doubt.
But
All right, if you're done, draw a skull from the bag and drop it in the tap. Stayed in, no events. As I mentioned when I announced the stream, my dog is present, so you might hear some barking.
Cheyenne.
Or she might be getting excited, I don't know. Hey, Cheyenne, okay. All right, my turn. So sort of my turn, my banner action, I gain 5 warriors. After I take my turn, I'll get you a bone, I promise, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I think importantly, we have 8 influence to start the game. We start with 8 influence, and as I mentioned, it's a pooled resource. We actually have this little influence vessel that we keep over that we all share. So anyone can use it. It only takes 5 to improve a guild. Does anyone have a particular guild? And generally speaking, I think it's good to focus on 1 or 2 guilds tops. I don't think, so sometimes it's also worth thinking about what guilds are going to help us with our main quest or against a particular.
My guild is based on banner actions.
Right. So for example, if we had Zeta the Ifrit, who we need to get a bunch of treasures for, like improving the Thieves Guild is kind of a no-brainer. I don't think with Letha it really matters too much, other than maybe like movement or whatever. I don't know. So I'm here. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do mine. and go ahead and improve my guild, unless you want to do that on your turn, Mark. One of us should do it this month. It's like a free get one not to crappy. So if you want to do yours, that's probably a good idea then, unless you have something else in
No,
particular.
I'm not, I don't have advantages, so I'm not
Okay.
going to be fighting.
Fine. I have advantages, so I'll go fight my brigand, and then you, on your turn, you should improve that guild. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead first, and do I want to hop over? No. I'll just reinforce it this citadel and get myself a potion. Can you grab me a potion? Thank you. Because sometimes brigands, as we know, if you look at the back of the card too, they make you lose items. So potions are good to lose. I got a potion of Dragon's Teeth, which I can spend to gain 6 warriors. Let's go ahead and battle these brigands. I'm going to go ahead and pop it over here so folks can see. I have 1 wild advantage when I battle, plus 2 wild advantages in the hills, so that gives me 3 advantages. And I will go ahead and draw my 2 cards. Lose 2 warriors for each skull on or adjacent to your space. I have none, so I got lucky there. I might as well spend 1. It's probably not going to do anything. No losses, no big deal. I have 2 advantages to spend on this one, so I will do that, and I get another potion. So a little bit of advice, just some strategy. I'm happy to sort of impart that since obviously I've been playing a lot. I'm going to get my 2 spirit for battling, of course. In general, especially month 1, it's good if you can figure out a way to squeeze out an extra advantage or 2 and just go pound on one of those level 2 foes, or if you have a particular advantage against a level 3 foe. And first of all, you get them off the board, but also that's how you start getting stuff. Like anytime you can get drops from battling, that's always good. And in general, if you can afford it, you're better off maxing out 1 card and not dealing with another card than just improving 2 cards a little bit.
We have a question from the Game Explainer. It says, I thought Justin had a lemure in his kingdom.
No. Did I? Was that a lemure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you were
I
unlucky.
cheated. All right. All right, we're switching it up. Go put a lemure there. I cheated. My bad. We just cheated. I'm so busy trying to explain everything.
This is why Justin always beats us in
I,
the game group.
It's not important. So this.
Not important.
So yeah. So I just defeated that brigand that was in my kingdom. Yeah, that was my bad. Obviously, I was busy focusing on all the guild stuff. I forgot to check. So, anywho, I'm gonna drop a skull. So let me take a skull out of the bag.
We have the internet on Overwatch.
That's the one embarrassing thing that's gonna happen this game.
Oh, just one.
All right, again, it stayed in. I feel bad. They're building up. That's not always a good thing. So,
Says the tower's eye misses nothing.
yeah. Fair enough. All right, your turn, Mark.
Okay. Well, now that I actually have a lemur, I do have 1 advantage, but I don't think
Yeah, I
that's
still
enough for me
think.
to fight.
Yeah.
So let me ask: if I'm spending the influence to change the druid path, where is that on the player sheet? Is that a reinforce? Is
It's
it an
reinforced.
action?
It's on the guild board. If you look on the guild board, it says reinforce 5
there it is,
spirit, 5
reinforce
influence.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to banner action because it's preventing doing that.
Right.
So I'm going to move 3, which will put me in the guild hall, which
Yeah.
is the village. And as my action, I'm going to influence. So we'll gain 2 influence for the group. And I guess he's
So
going to
what
stay
did?
over there.
Oh, you use that as
I'm
your
using the guild hall
the
influence.
influence action.
Influence action.
So-
Actually, they probably see this. This is an add-on.
Yeah, it's an overlay.
And so it shows the last one there is influence as an action you can take.
And because it's heroic action, you actually do get 2
And
spirit.
I get my
for
2
that.
spirit for
That's right.
the action. And then I will go ahead and spend the 5 to move the path
Alright.
for the druid circle.
So we take that off this. We could just put all the influence over here anyway. I don't know why influence over there.
So the new path now says in this kingdom, you must spend 1 spirit to take your banner action. So
Okay.
now instead of not being able to take 1, it costs 1 spirit.
Even better though, because you increase that guild rank, you get the companion that's there. That's Zir the Oracle. So we actually do that in the app. Where that is with the you're in the druid circle, right? So we're
Right.
going to go ahead and hit Zir. It's a press and hold, so I had to move it. Did it work? No, did I stop too soon?
And that is good
Did work,
because
okay.
that gives me +2 magic advantage now. And the lemure, which has now been moved to my kingdom, has both magic and undead, so I have +2 magic advantage
Oh,
plus my undead advantage.
man.
So I have 3 advantage now.
All right, it's like we planned it. And importantly, you do that in the app. There's actually a game companion. We don't have the icon in there yet, but it's a feature in there, a button. And so we let the app know that we've recruited Zir, which also will put in good events that she does in there. So what is her effect? She's the Oracle. Mark, what's her ability?
Let's see. Keep this card at the top. I'll keep the top card of the treasure deck and potion deck face up. At the start of your turn, you may move the top card of either deck to the bottom.
So if she's an Oracle, she can see what's coming, and she can actually help us cycle through if there's treasures we particularly want or potions we particularly need. That's her regular ability in addition to the advantages. All right, so by the way, real quickly, I just want to show, this is, for those who got the sleeves, this is what they look like on the cards. I did an update with this, but
They're super awesome.
they did come out nice. All right, and then if you're done, Mark, you're going to draw a random skull out of the bag there. So one of the other interesting things is with the bag that makes the after we do this. Okay, so we're gonna have an event. No surprise, it's the end of the month. It's hard to keep track of how many skulls you have left, and remember that's a loss condition. So we have 4 skulls left. At some point, we're gonna need to start cleansing. All right, so we do have events. Let's go ahead and see what happens. The Tower awakens. Ashrider ignites the waters of a land. Put a river of fire token on a river of your choice. This is a river of fire token. Technically, you get to do it. It's cooperative, so we can discuss.
Okay.
We're basically going to lay it over one of the rivers, and anytime someone crosses that river, they lose 6 warriors. So that's not good.
So we have 4 choices.
Well, so that they can see it.
I was going to say, well, and also because we have the siege trees over there mostly. So it doesn't so much matter with the first one. When we get a second one, hopefully we won't, but then it gets a little trickier. All right, so we've resolved that. The month has ended. And reminder, resolve any end of month effects. I don't think we have any of those from our treasures or virtues yet. There are some of us who will have those. Then resolve any end of month effects from the guilds. Again, I don't think there's any of those. Some of them are at the end of the month, something happens. Then we gain 1 influence for each building that has no skulls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no surprise. I'll go ahead and put this on here and just make change. You know what? Why don't I put this? Oh, no, actually, I can't see it. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we have that there. All right, so now we're back up to 13. So again, we have the influence. It's obviously the issue is using the reinforce for action for that. The challenging thing that we put ourselves into is we also need our reinforce actions to move the siege trees. So that's going to be a difficult balance here. All right, we're ready to start month 2. And as we go into month 2, we're going to have quests that we need to deal with. So these are our new quests. Recruit Yana. Yana is imprisoned by an agent of the tower. The only way to get her to your side is to break her free. Complete the Tower of the Guardians dungeon to free Yana and gain her as a companion. I just realized I forgot to get the dungeon tokens out, so I will do that in a second. All right, an encampment. Tower of the Guardians in the Lodestone Mountains. That is in the north, right there. So I'm going to go get an encampment. Go ahead and do the next one while I'm getting that.
Sure. Fire water. The Ash Driver sends its agents to work spells that turn water to fire. You must stop them. Task. Quest in Duwani in the east and spend 3 magic advantages or Ash Driver will ignite the river. Duwani. So we need to put the Adversary Quest there. That's the one with the skull at the top of it.
Token it so that he knows.
I think it's this one. It's also a little skull on top of it because there's the skull icon there.
That is correct. And here's the encampment token for the Lodestone.
Here's a humanoid focused dungeon. Right. Next. Guild Quest. Mend Ties. The Druid Circle operates outside civilization and aren't always trusted by those in power. An effort must be made to repair relations with the citadels. Task. Quest in Inner King Hills in the east and spend 1 treasure or relations will continue to be strained.
All right, Inner King Hills in the east. That is right there. And what do we need to do? Spend 1 treasure. Yeesh. All right. So I'll mention this right now. Well, let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and Where was our companion quest? Recruit Yana. That's this one, right? Okay. So normally there's 2 monthly quests. We now actually have a third one with the guild. So the companion quests, if you complete them, you get something good. If you don't, nothing bad happens. The adversary quest, if you complete it, nothing good happens other than preventing something bad from happening. If you don't, that's the bad thing happening. The guild quest is binary. If you complete it, you'll get something good. If you don't, something bad will happen. Usually, it's the guild rank will go down. So if we can do them, they're good to do. All right.
Oh boy.
So Mark ended because we each get one tournament with one. Mike's going to start again, so he'll stick with the coin for now. In the future, when we end the month, whoever's going next, we can do that. What's that? No, those are events. They don't spawn at the beginning of the month. They're going to spawn during events after somebody's turn.
Okay. So first thing I'll do is my banner action, which is to place a battlement. Does anyone need the battlement? If not, I'll put it under the mirror just because.
So Hudson 1776 asks how many dungeons there are. There's 6 different dungeon types, one for each of the 6 traits. Dungeons only have 1 trait, unlike foes who have 2. Yeah, I think spreading them out in general is probably a good idea. I don't know. I haven't played with her too much personally, so.
So that was that.
Great Yeti asks, will the full playthrough be on YouTube or Twitch videos later? It'll be in a video on demand on our Twitch stream I think it lasts for 2 weeks. But we'll also look to export it to YouTube if we can.
So battlements can go in any territory, not just a building, right?
Correct. Any space.
I'm going to reinforce and move the siege trees to connect the Hissing Groves and the Idrin Forest.
I think it's a good idea to get a plan of how we're going to make a ring. So we can start talking about that for sure.
At least gets us 3. I figure we can shift.
I could move this
Here,
way and move this one this way. And
Or right, because these have to come out regardless.
Yeah, but we need to get a ring around the whole thing. The
Right.
best way to do that, obviously, is
Are
the
they
closer we
inside?
get to the inner ring, the smaller
Right.
that circle is. So,
It's these 3 that have to be pushed.
yeah, I mean, this one I can
In
get
the
up
west,
here,
you've
that
only
one
got,
we
in
can
the
get
west,
to
you've
there.
only got 1 space.
Right.
So
At the very
that
top.
makes sense.
Right.
Otherwise, you've got 3.
Yeah, but we could only move the siege trees 1 space. So to get them up there, they have to go 1, go 1, go
Right.
1. So
Once you go here, I mean, this is already wrong. You just
Right, but if we get this one to here,
Right.
and this one to here,
this one gets
and then one of this one maybe to here,
then, I
then
have
we're
to
getting
push one
close.
over.
Yeah, I think that's our general plan.
Okay, so that was the banner action. That was the reinforcement. I can still only move 1. Move 1.
What's your heroic action going to be?
I was going to cleanse.
Okay.
we do need some
Yep.
skulls.
That cleanse. Which gets me 2 spirit. And then do I need to use the potion? Probably not. It's a little early in the game.
What does the potion do?
It'll cleanse another 2 skulls from any building.
So a couple things to keep with
Other than
potions.
the special skulls.
In general, like I get this question a lot when people are playing. Like I have a potion of Dragon's Teeth, which lets me spend to get 6 warriors, and usually the question is, why wouldn't I just spend it now and get 6 warriors? The reason why is because there are effects sometimes where you might need to spend a potion to complete a quest or lose an item to avoid taking a corruption. If you've used the potion for that, to get for its effect, then you don't have it for that. On the other hand, you can only use them on your turn. So the other thing in particular, that potion is good in general in a base game just for keeping the skulls in check. In this game with the power skulls, it can be, so if somebody needs to go to this space to complete a quest and there's 2 power skulls on there, that can be a good potion to use to clear that off. We don't have anything right now where we need to do that, so I might just hold on to it a little longer. But it is something, it's an extra consideration, an extra sort of interesting effect of that potion in the Alliances game.
Okay, so the only thing left for me to do then is to go ahead and take advantage of Letha again at the end of my turn. If I'm in a forest, I gain 6 warrior.
Nice. You
And
definitely got a lot of stuff
that'll
over
be it.
there. All right. Go ahead and drop your skull.
All right, they're gonna come out.
We do have an event. This is a guild event. Move all foes 1 space towards the guild in their kingdom.
Mirror's back there.
That's our only foe right now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. If we can get that Lemure off, if we can make it to your turn before they power up, that'd be good. Another great bit of strategy a lot of new players don't realize, I always mention it, but they sort of forget about it, is a foe will only trigger events if there's at least one on the board. So anytime you can clear all of a foe off the board, it stops their events from triggering, and the only event that will trigger is a spawn event. Otherwise, one of the events that will trigger is a level up event where they get harder, and that can get out of hand in a hurry. So it's always something to keep an eye on. All right, your turn, Jeff.
Okay, so my plan is to start here in the muted forest and then reinforce to move this up to there just to get that done with. And then I can come down here and use my heroic action to cleanse those
I think
off.
that's a good idea. We're going to lose an influence when you're in that space because it has a power skull, but we have enough influence right now. I don't think it's the end of the world.
Okay, so I will start here in muted forest. I will use my reinforce to move this up to the Tower Scar Desert.
All right.
So my kingdom is pretty much done with as far as siege trees, so we can move this one over there as we go. But I don't have to worry about any more connections in this part of the map anyway.
Suggestion, you might want to move yours over to
Yeah.
his kingdom.
That's what I'm going to do.
So Mike, because Mike's got everything over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, we're going to move this one over.
So I'll come over here. I'm going to start making my way this way. I mean, I can move at the start of my turn anyway. I can just teleport here and then start moving it up. So I think for now I'm going to move one space to here.
So we lose an influence because of the power skull.
And then I'm going to cleanse to remove these two.
All right, back in bag. And get your 2 spirit for cleansing.
Get 5 spirit now.
All right, as is usual, it's always about keeping an eye on something. One of the other things we need to keep an eye on as we make progress on our siege trees is ultimately we win by defeating the Ash Strider.
Mm-hmm.
And he's magic and beast, so we always do want to keep an eye out for treasures and things that might be helpful against that.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, we're playing with the new treasures from the Alliances expansion. So if you could give me the first, third, and fourth treasures, I want to show people those are all new. So I'm going to just hold these up for people to see. I probably won't be able to do this all at once, but let's see.
You want to time it?
So that's these right here. Maybe I did good enough. We'll see. So we have the crystal plate mail. There's a whole set of crystal items that get powered up the more treasures you have. And then we have these two are similar. These are new guild treasures that we have. The Druid's Incense and the Standard of the Scouts. Those give you benefits for interacting with those guilds and advantages in those guild kingdoms.
We have one question from the Great Yeti. He wants to know how wide is the play area on this table because he's trying to compare it to.
I don't know, but you know what? It's my house. I got a tape measure.
Just eyeballing it, I want to say it looks like it's about 5 to 6 feet. My guess.
No, why?
5 feet?
Wide.
Oh, how wide? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant how long. That's probably about 3 feet.
I know how big the table is, but yeah. So this is 3 feet wide and probably about 7 feet, I think. No, 6 feet. Nope, actually less. 5.5 feet on the inside. So there you go. All right. You're done, Jeff?
So FYI, the camera is slowly tilting downward, but we can still see the whole board right now. But yeah.
Tighten this thing up as much as I can. I'm not sure
Thank you again.
where it's getting loose. All right. Well, we can continue. We're doing this.
All right. So I did my banner action. I cleansed. I reinforced. So I have nothing else that I'm going to do. So I guess it's your turn now. I just need to drop the skull in the tower.
It's going to be shaky here for a second while I tighten these up as much as I possibly can. All right.
Pretty high rise. All right. I don't want to put it there where the other two are, just in case I have to put something there.
That's a rookie mistake. We should definitely put it there and cleanse that space.
All right.
Unless we want to use a potion on it, like it's a good potion one because it's a double power skull. So maybe we don't want to put it there. Because a potion only removes 2. If we're going to cleanse it, we should put it there. If we're not, we should put it somewhere else.
This is what it's like playing with Justin.
Brilliant strategy. Is that what you meant by that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We do have an
should.
event. We do have an event. No, this event's on your turn, my friend.
Oh, okay.
All right. Our seal is about to light up to show it should be removed. All right. So the way it works is it lights up on the base of the side it is, and then it lights up. So in this case, it's the middle on Jeff's side. So go ahead and
Let me I'll take a picture of that. Yep, so
I can
I'll put it on
actually just
Facebook.
rotate it real quick too.
Sure.
Don't take a picture of yourself. Joey's about to take a selfie there. All right, so I'll just actually real quickly. This is what it looks like.
So I've got that picture. I'm going to put this picture up on the Facebook
So we're going to open up this seal.
thread.
All right, we have a glyph. In this case, it's the battle glyph, and I'll show that again real quick. So you can see this is a battle glyph. So what that means when there's a glyph facing is you cannot take that action unless you first spend a spirit. All right, now we have a rumor. Rumor is a special type of event that is going to tell us about something bad that's going to happen in the future. Gouts of flame erupt from the tower. Scouts believe they will soon rain down on a citadel. I know what that means since I have played this many times. Would you like me to tell you what that means? Or would you like to find out on your own?
Let's find out on our own.
All right.
That's what it means.
The Ash Strider adds skulls to buildings. Guess what? In a couple of turns from now, he's going to add some skulls to one of the citadels. Do we have any citadels with lots of skulls on it? No, we're in pretty good shape then, so we should be okay. All right, we also have a spawn event. Brigands, that's those over there, not the Lemire's mark.
Oh, yeah, blame it on me.
East in the Lake of Songs, that's right here. All right. And that's it. Okay. My turn. I'm going to get my 5 warriors for my banner action. I still cannot cleanse in my kingdom. And we now have 12 influence, so we should again be making sure we work these guilds. Like I know we want to move the trees, but getting the guilds going good will help us that as well. Okay. Do I want to do both? If I battle, then I will only have 1 advantage, but I can move the frame. Let's do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and spend my potion of Siren's Song to move the Brigands to the hills over there. Then I am going to... That's fine. Okay, I'm going to move here. I'm going to reinforce... I've entered this space with a power skull, so I'm going to lose 4 warriors. I've got some warriors to spare, though, so it's okay. I'm going to reinforce to improve the Paladin's order. I raise that rank. Now we can cleanse here by only spending 1 spirit, and I also get to recruit Sanzar, the Zealot. So I'm going to go ahead and again recruit her in here. She's in the Paladin's order, and I hold to recruit. So now I have acquired Sanzar the Zealot. Guess what? She gets +1 wild advantage for each virtue after your first 3. So I need to get some virtues. But virtues cost me 2 less spirit, so that's cool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and battle the Brigands. I move them onto the hills because that's where I have my wild advantages because I'm the champion of the East. So I have 2 for that. I have 1 when I battle. Again, 3 advantages. This time I am definitely battling a Brigand, so I will go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and put it down here so we can see. Battle the Brigands. Draw 2 cards. First one is lose 5 warriors. We all know what that's going to change to. Lose 3. That's fine. I can afford that. And then I'm going to save my last 2 for the last card. Confirm. Oh, that was good because it would have made me lose extra warriors for the skulls, and instead I gained 3 warriors. Guess what? Net even. Net even. All right, so I have defeated those Brigands. Get my 2 spirit for fighting. And I have 1 more space to move, but I think I'm good because I might cleanse there next turn. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. All right, you know what we haven't paid attention to at all? I just realized it's a classic rookie mistake. We haven't paid attention to these quests.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Are you anyone close to 3 magic advantages? Don't you have? You
I have
3?
2.
2. Does anyone else?
I have 2 wild if it's in a mountain. Are we in a
All
mountain?
right, no, this is the Adversary Quest, which is right here in the grasslands.
I cannot help
You could, Mark, what you could do is you could get the brass talismans gear, which gives you magic advantage, and then go complete this quest.
I got to cross a river of fire.
Yeah, so you spend 6 warriors, but we actually prevent another river of fire from coming up. Most likely. I think that's what will happen. Isn't that what it said? I think it's what it said.
Yeah, that was
okay. We can recruit Yana, but honestly, she's great. she's really good against the adversary. That's kind of her jam. So
I
for
might
those
be
who
able
don't
to pull
know,
that off.
here's what Yana does. Her big thing is +2 wild advantages against the adversary, which is great.
I might be able to pull that one off.
That's a dungeon. So
I
it'd be
get
cool.
It's in a mountain. I get 2 wild advantages in the mountain.
And then
you trade Yana afterwards?
What do you mean trade her? Yeah, you can trade it between the players. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. You
Okay. Because remember, I've got all the beasts already.
Yeah. So then the other thing is this guild one is spend 1 treasure. So maybe I'll just do that on my turn. Although I can't. I know. I was gonna say I thought I could, but my bazaar's not near there. So maybe you should work on that. Go to your bazaar and then run over here. All right. Anyway, enough of my yakking. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay there in case for some reason I need to move back to that space. I don't want to have to pay the Power Skull price an extra time. So let's take a skull out of the bag. Uh-oh, it's another Power Skull. We do have an event. Letha finds no savage or lethal beasts to soothe, but she is ready should it happen. So her event, she actually, but they're not beasts.
Oh.
Only beasts. So she depowers beasts. We actually don't have any, so she's not going to help us against that, other than the adversary, which her ability doesn't work on. All right, the Lemures have acted now. Move each Lemure to the closest sanctuary or citadel, then place a skull in their space. All right, we are very low on skulls. And it's an omen skull, so go ahead and put that down in there.
Well, what's the omen skull do?
So the colors match. Very clever of us, right? So purple, it's influence. Red is warriors. Blue is spirit, which we're not using. And then green, which would be using as items. All right. That's it. Your turn, Mark.
Okay, well, now that she has moved into a desert, that gives me a one more advantage, +2 wild advantage. So I would now have 5 advantage against her.
Okay.
I only have 7 warriors, but I'm thinking I should fight now.
If you've got 5 advantages, you probably won't need that many warriors.
So you won't be able to max out every card. You can max out all but 1. That's pretty good. So
one.
Go for it.
Okay, first of all, my banner move. I can now take it, but I have to spend 1 spirit. I can move a skull from any building to any other building with 2 or fewer skulls. So do you guys
I
want me
would
to
not
move the
do
skull?
that. What I would do.
I can move the skull off of that citadel. If I'm going to move into it.
Yeah, but that's influence. We have some influence. What I might do if I were you, maybe, I don't know, just something to think about. I don't know, maybe. If you reinforce again and improve it again, then we'll start getting advantage. What's your rank 3 guild effect there?
When you take your banner action, you may spend a spirit to take it twice.
That's pretty good. It's up to you, though. I don't.
Okay. I'm not moving a skull. Is that what you're saying? Don't use it now?
Spending a spirit to move a skull doesn't seem like a good price to me.
So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go to move 3, which is going to be 1, 2, 3.
So have you decided what you're doing for your reinforce action yet?
Yeah, badly.
No, you're
Oh,
reinforced.
reinforced. No. I'm in Citadel now, so I guess I can.
But you were in a village if you wanted to do that before you left, is what I was getting at. And you could also go through the bazaar on the way if you want to do that. So you can do.
So I can spend a spirit and gain 12 warriors. That's probably better.
Okay.
So let's do that.
While he's doing that, we have a question from Frantic Pixel. Wants to know what happens if you run out of skulls, since we're on the top.
So if running out of skulls isn't the problem, if you ever have to place a skull and there's none left in the supply, that's one of the loss conditions. So for those of you who don't know, there's 3 ways to lose and only 1 way to win. You lose if you ever need to take a skull out of the supply and there's none left, you lose. If we get to end of month 6, I've actually never seen anyone lose that way. You lose. It's just sort of like a hard stop on the game. The other main way is corruption. So there's space for 2 corruptions on each of the hero boards. If any hero would ever get their 3rd corruption, we lose the game.
Okay,
All right.
So I did my reinforce. Now I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. So now moving into that with the
You're
the
going to
skull.
lose an influence, right?
We
Yep.
lose.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm going to take a heroic action and it's going to battle.
All right.
And this is the Lemure.
Yep. So hit the battle button. You can just do it in front of you.
Where's the battle button?
The sword icon there. select the Lemure. Hit battle. So it's a level 3 foe, so you're going to choose 3 cards. And what did we decide? You have 5 advantages?
Yes, I have 2, 4, 5.
All right, so what does the first one say?
Lose 2 warriors for each skull on or adjacent to your
All right,
space.
so you can spend up to 2 per card because they're ready. No, stop. So you have 5 to spend on 3 cards. So there's no reason not to spend at least 1 advantage on this card. So spend it.
No losses.
No losses. Now you could have maxed that one out, but it's probably
Lose 2 spirit.
So you have 2 advantages. So go ahead and use that.
Gain 1 spirit.
There you go. Ooh.
1 at a time, drop 2 skulls into the tower. I have 1 more left.
No, you have 2.
I have 2 more
left. Yeah.
Drop 1 skull. Don't do that. No losses.
Yes.
All right.
Let's
Confirm.
not dropping skulls in the tower.
I would say you did that one well optimally. That's fine. And then you get 2 spirit for defeating them. It's dropping down again. I don't know why I can't get that thing to stay up more. All right. You're done?
Yep.
All right. Drop the skull on the tower. What are we down to there?
There's not a lot in there.
All right.
We need to be.
There are
Well,
some.
cleansing.
we could lose like next turn because, as I mentioned, the Axe Strider is going to put skulls on tower on a citadel.
Yes. We need to,
Siege trees. Foes burn the siege trees. Remove each siege tree on or adjacent to a foe and place it on the nearest forest. Or any siege trees on or adjacent to a foe.
I don't think we have any foes. We just defeated the last
Okay,
one.
good.
Oh,
Good.
yes.
Okay. New wares. Put any number of treasures from the market on the bottom of the treasure deck, then refill the market. Oh, don't forget your special oracle power either. In fact, you should have used that on the potion. We should always be hunting for those +1 wild advantage potions unless we need something specific. All right.
They're all okay.
So, well, there might be okay, but we should definitely start hunting for advantages against the adversary.
That would be the beast.
He's the Strider is a
He's-
melee beast,
Magic beast.
a magic beast. Do we want to?
So get
maybe
rid of
don't
the-
play-
Well, yeah, the crystal treasures are good if you get lots of treasures. I don't see us getting a ton of treasures this game just because
I
we
might
got our stuff. to
do a
spend.
little bit since I've got some treasure things going on here.
Well, right now you don't.
Well, right
That's
now,
the
they're
thing.
not good now.
So
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
That one,
Yeah.
any of these? +1 wild advantages in the kingdom with the druid circle.
That's mine.
But I think that's overly specific.
Well, plus the effects.
At the end of the month, choose 1 building for each rank of the druid circle. Remove 1 skull from each of those buildings.
Oh, that's actually
That
That's
could be
actually pretty
handy.
good because we're
Yeah.
moving up the druid circle.
Yeah.
Yep.
At
So
the end
might
of the
leave
month,
that
gain
one.
1 spirit
I
for
don't-
each rank of the arcane
I don't see us
scout.
moving the arcane
I don't
scouts
think so.
anytime soon, or certainly not a lot. So let's do that.
And spend.
That's
to
good against
remove a
beasts
foe.
That's
anyway.
good against beast.
So we should leave that one, right?
Oh, but it's good for anyone.
against the
Yeah,
adversary.
yeah.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and put those on the bottom. Put that one, and then the next one, and then flip the top again. All right.
Stealth +3 wild.
So let me see the Forbidden Grimoire, the second one there. So this is one of the new ones. This one's one of my favorites. It's a very cool effect. I'm very proud of myself. I wrote this one. If a power skull emerges in your current kingdom, lose this card and gain a corruption. What? It's a treasure with a bad effect, but if you look, it gives you +3 wild advantages. So super powerful, but obviously high risk, high reward. All right, so we've done our new wares. And now it is your turn, Mike.
Really? We came around to me finally. All right. Place a battlement on. any
Meanwhile, it's
square.
turn 5 of the month. In a 4-player game, there's an average of 9 turns per month. It's a bell curve, so most often there's 9 turns, occasionally 8 or 10,
So we have one here. We
and
have
very
one
rarely
here.
7 or less.
We
I think
don't
that's right.
have any
that
monsters,
No.
and the monsters usually.
So
Sort
put it out where there's a quest.
of, which quest here on this end?
Well, but it only works for quests for you.
Understood.
Right.
But
Only
monsters
if
tend
you-
to generate around the perimeter, right?
No, not necessarily.
So then let's put them in the middle, just
Okay.
to have one in the
Sure.
territory.
Okay.
So then the question is on the reinforce. So I'm going to ignore the arcane scouts. I just don't think it pays off for us. So
I
that's-
agree. It's not like a high impact thing for us.
Right.
Right now.
So then I think I'm going to continue to move trees with the reinforce action, as from a reinforce standpoint. So then the heroic, I guess I'll cleanse.
So Jito463 asks, no, I haven't seen any solo playthroughs. I have not done a solo playthrough, but honestly, if this streaming goes okay, it's something I could do. I'd be happy to stream a solo playthrough one of these days.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say it works great at all player counts. That was something we really just lucked into design-wise. We were like, oh, we've got to design the player for different player counts. And it turned out we didn't change anything other than the number of turns you get in a month. And that's handled by the app, obviously.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and it's not worth it. Justin, is it worth it to suffer 2 to go ahead and cleanse it, or wouldn't I just use the potion?
I think using a potion on a double power skull is good, and that's a purple and a red.
And then
right?
I can go ahead and then move the tree. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and give up the potion. Now, the
Goes to the bottom of the potion deck.
Let's just do this correctly. All right. So remove these. Okay. So then I'm already at the sanctuary. So no, because I want to use the reinforce for the trees. So let's go.
Someone please think of the trees.
Let's move here. Let's move this one there.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I was going for.
2 is all I can move because the arcane scouts are limiting my movement.
We have a question from
That's it.
Thrawn. Question from Thrawn47J wants to know: are the rivers of fire large enough for the larger mats?
Yeah, I mean, it just symbolizes it, just a reminder. So yeah, they're fine. I've played with them on the mat. They work just fine. No events. Hey, look at us.
All right. So what I'm thinking is, eventually I want to go here and reinforce to start moving this way, the tree. But I want to do this quest. I think I might be able to. I have
Okay.
2 wild advantages in mountains.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to do an entire dungeon, but
If you
obviously I
enough
have no
resources-
warriors.
Yeah, so that's
so
what you could.
I could reinforce. I could go to the village.
Yeah, but then you're not
And
going
then
to
I
get
can't
there.
get
You'd have
there.
to spend a spirit. You could spend a spirit to double your move.
I have
That might
5
be
spirit.
worth it. That might be worth it.
I have 5 spirit. I think I should do that. So I'm going to start my turn at the village,
All right.
and I will reinforce with a
So
spirit
the
to gain
problem
12
if you
warriors.
start your turn there is
Not
you are
gonna
entering
do
that space. You're going to lose 6 warriors and 4 warriors and an influence.
But I don't have any warriors to lose, so I can't do
Yeah,
that.
can't do that.
All right. So it looks like
I think you should plan to do that next turn. So
Yeah.
let's get ready for next turn.
Okay.
Are there any humanoid? I mean, you could get that grimoire. That's 3 wild advantages.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I have a question.
But
Yes.
I can't.
In
Well,
the guild track, you
Yes.
have a -2 spirit and a +2 spirit.
Excellent question. Right. So at the ends of the track, to the left end is -2 spirit, to the right end is +2 spirit. If the guild is at its lowest level and an effect causes the guild rank to be reduced, it can't go any lower. Everybody in that kingdom loses 2 spirit. And then if it's at the highest level and would be increased, the opposite, everyone gains 2 spirit.
So here's why I don't want to get the grimoire. My kingdom has the Thieves Guild right now on They Hate Me, and treasures cost +2 spirit. So I'd have to spend 4 spirit to gain this treasure, and the ability, as you just said, says if a power skull comes out of my kingdom, I just lose the card and gain corruption. So, and with how many skulls there are in the tower, there's a decent, and with the opening there's a decent shot that I could get a power skull come out and not even get to use this.
But
at
it
all.
has to be in your kingdom. That's like a 1 in 4, Jeff.
Oh my god.
25%. Come on.
Such a bad influence on me.
Hey, it's Dutch Yoda. Hi, buddy. How you doing?
All right.
All right, Jeff. It only hurts for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll. What I would like to do though is try to move this up a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
So to do that, I need to come here to the bazaar because that's the guild hall.
And take the reinforce
Take
action.
the reinforce action.
So that's not going to help.
It's not going to help that,
Towards
but
anything
we do have a
else.
lot of treasures that are useful.
That's fine. I'm just pointing out.
I want to
that-
get this.
I'm just pointing out it's your reinforce action. That's fine. Go ahead. So start there.
So start here.
Uh-huh.
I will reinforce and spend 5
Yep.
to move that up to there.
All right.
I
And you
gain,
get Ema the merchant, right?
and this is +2 wild advantages when completing a monthly quest.
Yep.
So that can kind of.
So that actually
Yeah,
is
helps
a
with
monthly
that.
quest. So that gives you +2 wild advantages
Yes.
in that kingdom. That's excellent.
So I can actually still move there and do that now. Can I? 'Cause I started here
Yes,
and I
correct.
reinforced.
So let's go ahead and
But I
give you
still
your-
have the warriors, but I now have 4 advantages. You think that's enough?
All right, so we've recruited Ema.
You only have one more.
I have one warrior, but I have 4 advantages. I think that's enough.
No.
Yeah.
The only reason I say that is because there are effects, even if you improve with advantages, you still might lose 1 warrior or 2 warriors. It doesn't always go to 0 or help. Now, it often does. Listen, you totally could do it. It's just risky. And there's no shame in getting a corruption,
Right.
or even 2. It's
You don't die.
not the end of the game. It's up to you, Jeff.
I want to.
I don't think you can win on the alliances without a little taking a little risk. So that's up to you.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the village. I'm going to take the 2 spirit because I have 5, and I'm going to cleanse those off next time. No, I can cleanse them now, actually, because the reinforce is there. So I can still move here and lose 2 spirit.
You're going to lose the warriors, though.
Oh, it's 1 spirit. It's 1 spirit.
1
warrior.
influence.
One-
and 4 warriors.
Losing 1 influence. Oh, that's not good. So I can't cleanse those off.
You could, but you would take a corruption. So I
Yeah,
think
that-
that doesn't make sense. Yes.
So the only other thing that makes sense.
So Thrawn asks if there's a hack to play the game similar to the original. There is an option to do the 8-bit sounds, and the competitive mode is sort of a spiritually line. It's not exactly the same. Honestly, it's better than the original, but it is competitive. It's a race game, so it's very similar in feel to that.
All right, I think I'm just going to take the influence action since we're low on influence and gain 2. There's really nothing else. I can't go here and do this.
All right, then do
I
it.
can't reinforce. I could cleanse the 1, but I don't think that's worth it. So I'm going to take that the influence action. I'm just going to gain 2 for the supply.
And 2 spirit.
And I gain 2 spirit.
Okay. So Thrawn asks the Evergreen ship. That's the first ship, but that has the first 3 containers. So each container has 3,000 of the base game. So there's 9,000 of the base game on the Evergreen. Hopefully, should be making its way towards Savannah shortly. All right, we do have an event, and then so each wave after that is 3,000. We're working on the next 2 waves as we speak. All right, an event for each guild with a foe on or adjacent to it. Decrease its rank by 1. Are we still clear of foes?
No foes.
No foes.
All right, good. That's the one good thing we've been doing. The rest is like I'm iffy on. Brigands have spawned in 5 Point in the north. It's the little lake space right there. Nope, there you go.
5 pint.
Yeah. And a Lemure has spawned in the Howling Desert in the south. Well, it's like it wants to get smited by you. Smitten? I don't know.
Smoking.
All right, you're done. Beginning of my turn, I get 5 warriors. All right. We still have not done any quests. Can I do the quest? All right, let me go do. You know what?
What's required of the quest here? I need to get to a quest. I think this is our main quest, right?
This
All
one.
right, I'm doing this guild quest. It's going to cost me, but I'm doing it.
This one is a dungeon that requires mostly humanoid advantages.
I'm doing this quest. All right, I'm going to mend ties with the guild. So I'm going to spend a spirit to double my move. Another thing, a lot of beginning players are afraid to do that, but economy or efficiency of action is super important in this game. So you don't want to throw the spirit away, but in this case, it's going to let me get something done. So I'm going to go ahead. My move now is 6, 1, 2 to the bazaar. I'm going to spend 2 spirit to get a treasure. What treasure do we care least about? Probably that scroll. We don't have a lot of spell stuff we're fighting, right?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only the brigands, and that's kind of overkill against the brigands. So I've gained a treasure, and actually I need to start getting virtues too, because that's going to help me with Sanzar. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
If you go through that space, do you have to lose the words or score?
3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I could go to that way. So I did not do that. I went the other way. You're right. I would have had to do that. So I'm going to complete this guild quest. Quest and enter King Hills and spend 1 treasure. So that goes to the bottom of the deck. The one I just got. I'm going to hold it complete. Gain 1 gear and 1 potion. Nice. That sounds good. So give me the top part of the potion. And for my gear, I will take the
Move or prevent the losses.
I'm thinking more
Remove 1
advantages.
skull. After your reinforced, remove 1 skull.
Melee.
Yeah, you know what? That's good for this game. We're running a little short on
Yep.
skulls. Let's go ahead and do that.
Blessed Scepters.
Yep, Blessed Scepters. All right. I get 2 spirit for questing. So the treasure was basically free. And I'm done. And I've dropped a skull in the tower. We are down to
Yeah, there's not a lot of
3 skulls, 2 skulls after this. Guess what, Mark?
Where are they all? They're on
A lot of them are in the tower.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Event.
Still in the
Even
tower.
more in the tower.
We could be in deep sneakers real quickly. Is that rumor?
Justin, is it mathematically possible for the tower to hold all the skulls and not release them?
No. Because there'll be rotation events, which will get skulls up. Tower stirs. Speak of the devil. All right, you guys ready?
No, this is not
It's happening.
This is going to be bad.
Although there's not too many. Oh, who's got an opening even? You
At the
do.
bottom.
No, at the bottom doesn't matter. So Jeff's about to
I
get a
have
ton
one.
of skulls. I'm guessing. It might not even be this level. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's that level.
There's one. There's 2, 3.
Oh,
All right. So those go on buildings. And well, keep in mind though,
right.
we get an influence for every building that does not have a skull on it. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying like that's
Yeah, 3
that's
here,
trouble.
that's-
Like why we need to get you to start using your ability to help.
Right, which
I
you told
know.
me not to do by paying a spirit.
I agree. I'm just saying we need to get that up.
Yep.
Or again, it's only if you're in that kingdom.
No,
If you move out of that kingdom. All right. Anyway, seal's also going to break, so let's reveal that. That's on your side, Mark. Which one is it?
It's the first one there.
The bottom one.
Okay. Is it an opening or a glyph?
It's a glyph.
It's a glyph.
Which glyph is it?
Reinforced.
Reinforce.
All right. So now you cannot take the reinforce action without spending a spirit.
Oh,
Good times. Hey, guess what? Zir. So this is great. This is why I said it's good when you get recruit those companions. Their events go in. So Zir twists the fabric of time. This month is extended by 1 turn. Get
Awesome.
an extra turn this month, so that's nice. Maybe we will actually complete a quest or 2. All right. Will I be doing a how to play video? I won't be doing one. You're in luck because Watch It Played. Rodney Smith is doing one. He is working on it as we speak. And that's going to be much better than any how to play video I would be doing. Large Mat somehow missed it. Will be available separately. Yes, we'll have extra ones available on our website and at conventions after we fulfill the backers. Mark, your turn.
okay. I can spend a spirit to move a skull. Do I want to move anything? Is somebody going to cleanse?
Can you move the skull off of the Citadel in my kingdom?
Yes.
Because I think I want to go there and buy a virtue.
Okay.
That seems like a good idea.
So I will spend one of my spirit.
Yeah, I'm still not sure it's worth spending spirit, but go ahead.
Well,
No, it's fine.
and,
It's fine.
where do you want me to put it?
Where you are. Leave it where you are.
If you
Or
put it
can
where
take
you
off.
are, it doesn't affect you. It's only when you enter the space. So you could put it there if you're going to cleanse on your turn, for example.
I might as well do that.
Seems reasonable.
It's still going to cost me another spirit, but
Why?
because I have the glyph.
Oh, crap.
But
Damn
you'll-
you, tower!
If you cleanse, you'll get 2 spirit back after you cleanse.
Okay, so let's go. Let me do that. I can do the reinforce before I battle, right? Might as well do it, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to pay
So
my
Thrawn
spirit.
asks, will you be notifying backers of their place in the shipment at some point? So we're not doing that, obviously. When
I'm
we get
cleansing these. Those will go back. in the bag.
notification when you're ready to ship to you, you'll get a notification that it's ready to ship. So,
And I'm going to battle.
All right.
all right.
Make
Did you cleanse or did you use a separate power?
you cleanse.
But then you can't.
Oh, you
battle.
can't battle if you cleansed.
Oh, yeah, that's
They're
your
both heroic
override.
action.
That was your.
Oh, that's a okay. That's
Make sure
I
you-
wanted to battle. I didn't
Make
want
sure
to.
you just take
Oh,
your
wow.
2
You
spirits.
want
You
to battle
can take
next
it back.
time?
It's fine.
Well, I got it.
Although I don't know that you do, though. We really need to get the skulls up.
Yeah.
That can wait one more turn. Although, oh, this is off. It's done.
I thought I was using. What did I do to reinforce then? I didn't use a reinforce.
All right. Well, then,
I thought that's what I was doing was reinforcing. Okay, so I still have a reinforce.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
and they
here's,
want to know why they lose these games.
so here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to spend my
No,
5.
no,
I'm going to
no,
spend my
no.
5 spirit because I'm on a citadel,
Okay,
and it's going to give me a virtue.
that's right.
And the virtue I'm going to take says at the end of the month, you can spend 12 warriors to remove all skulls from your current kingdom.
That seems.
There you go.
Now you can move around skulls to your kingdom and then just get rid of it at the end of the month.
Correct.
Or just move to the kingdom.
Yeah.
depending on the situation.
Nice.
That seems good.
It's a good one. Which one is that? Like Sin Bearer or something like that?
Yes, Sin Bearer.
Nice. Does that mean you're done?
That means I'm done.
All right, grab one of these few remaining skulls in the bag and drop it in.
Well, I put two back
I
in.
know you did. Put two in, take one out. Guess what? We have an event. Sanzar's zeal is spoken of throughout the land. The player with Sanzar may spend any number of spirit to gain 6 warriors for each spirit spent.
No, we do.
Yeah. Interesting. I think I'm going to spend 1 to gain 6 warriors. I'm saving 3 because I'm going to buy a virtue on my turn as well, and it costs me 2 less because I have Sanzar. Ema knows all the trade routes. Spend 1 treasure to upgrade any guild. Who has Ema? That's you, right?
I do.
But you don't have a treasure.
I do have a treasure.
Get some treasures so we can use that. All right. Your turn, Mike.
Okay.
We're on turn 9. So this is normally where this would normally likely be the last turn. Because we got an extra turn, we are most likely to get an extra turn. No guarantees, though. Could end at any moment. And we still have the 2. In particular, this adversary one is going to be annoying, but
Okay. So
it's 3 magic
I'm going to use my
advantages. And I just
banner
don't think we're going to
action to move the battlement here in case anyone ever fights that the mirror. Then I'm going to move here and reinforce to move the trees over here.
Thrawn asks, does the app support AirPlay to an external monitor? Yes, I have done that, and it looks amazing when it's up on the big screen
We need to
TV.
get this one there.
Okay.
Yep, Zero added 1
And
turn to the month,
then-
so hopefully we'll be getting 1 more
To the
turn.
Citadel.
I can finish that.
If you get a turn.
Oh, I should
If I get a turn, I'm next. I think I can finish that.
Because you're Ema, and where else were you getting your other one?
I'm in the bazaar. I can just buy the.
There you go.
magic.
Okay. But then you would have
I don't
to-
know if I want to move
Like
to
double.
the Citadel.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can get them.
Okay.
I won't get the
Yeah.
virtue, but I think it's better than.
Well,
Yes,
that makes
I agree.
sense. So for my heroic action, I'll go ahead and influence.
Okay. So we gain 2 influence, and you gain 2 spirit.
And I am in a forest.
By the way, for the record, these are the coffers tokens. Nice plastic tokens. They're
So,
amazing.
Because of Letha, I gain another 6 warriors. I am done.
All right. Then you need to drop one of our few remaining skulls on the map.
Oh, God.
We need a couple of big, like we need you to pull that off.
Oh my goodness. That is that's not pretty.
Wait, how many is left?
After I drop
Yeah.
this one in?
Because we are going to get his event.
Okay, it came out on mine,
Yeah.
and I have an ability that says that when a skull emerges in your home kingdom, you can place it on any building with 2 or fewer skulls in any kingdom. So I'm going to keep it here because I can clear it,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
And I want to put it on 1 too, right?
As long as it's not on a citadel. Yeah, okay. We do have an event. Like I said, this has got to be the Ash Riders event one of these days. We had that rumor. There it is. Place 2 skulls on the citadel in your current kingdom.
Oh, boy.
So guess what you're doing on your turn?
I'm cleansing. Yeah.
Those are the last. We have no skulls in the bag.
Wait, whose kingdom?
Your current kingdom.
In my current kingdom?
Yes.
On
And
the
they're on the
Citadel?
citadel, yeah.
Well, it
And
happens
those
to
were
be
2
where I am.
2 purples. That's fine.
Well, no, 1 purple and 1 red.
Oh, and the month ended.
Okay. At the end of the month, wait.
Yes.
At the end of the month, I'm going to spend 12 warriors,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cleanse my kingdom.
Okay. Thank God.
Nicely done.
So just for the record. Oh man, I knew that was getting dicey. Jeez. All
So
right.
there's 5 there.
Well done.
Oh, Lord.
I only had
All
5
right.
in my kingdom, but there's 5 there.
So it ended at 9, which meant that we were only going to get 8. So we're lucky we got that 9th turn. All right. Resolve any end of month effects. Treasures or virtues. Then resolve any end of month effects from the guilds. I don't think we have any of those, right? Okay. Then we gain 1 influence for each building with no skulls on it, which is very good combo with your power. So add them up there, Mike.
11.
11. So that was nice. That gave us 3 extra influence. So that's good. We can start pumping these guilds now. We got enough influence. All right. Quest failed. Now for the bad news.
All of them. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We did not recruit Yana. You do not gain Yana as a companion. Remove the dungeon token. All right. I'll take that. Let's go back over here.
Sorry, Yana.
That's
I tried.
fine. That's fine.
I tried.
And place a river of fire on 2 different rivers. Okay, so we probably should have gotten around to that one. I don't think it matters at this point. They're going to have 3 of them. So I know whichever one we think is most want to do. It doesn't matter because we don't know what we're going to need quests for. So.
Yeah.
Go ahead and trap me in. I got warriors. It's fine. All right. That's not good. I'm not sure there's a way to get rid of those either. There might be a quest. I can't remember. All right. Month 3 is starting. New quests for us to fail. All right. Horn of the Elements. Oh, this is a good one for us. Ages ago, Letha hid the Horn of the Elements. You could use its call to move the siege trees across the land.
Ooh.
Nice.
If you wish to find it, plumb the depths of the Golden Wolf Burrows. Complete the Golden Wolf Burrows dungeon to gain the Horn of the Elements quest item, spawning a cave in the Big Sister in the east. That is right there.
So
That is
cave
a
just
beast.
dungeon.
Yeah, and it's beast advantages.
Oh, really? I'm headed over there.
Okay. Meanwhile, you're going to have to spend 6 warriors to cross this river. You got lots of warriors.
I do.
Well, only one, dude. You could go
He's
this
gotta
way.
cross twice. Oh.
You could go this way. All right, arsonists in the markets. Arsonists from the towers sow chaos in the bazaars. If they are not stopped, the flow of goods through the land will be disrupted. Quest in the plains of Plovo in the west and spend 3 melee advantages, or the treasure market will be permanently reduced. That's not that big a deal for
it's
us, so we might want to let that one
I think we let that
slide. And then our guild quest. Empowering ritual. The arcane scouts are working on a ritual to give them the strength to take on the minions of the tower. Assist them, and they will let you partake in it. Quest in the Lone Light Hills in the west, and spend 3 magic advantages to help the scouts complete the ritual.
I don't have any magic advantages.
But Mark does.
I
Okay.
have-
Go ahead, Jeff.
I
That's
have
right.
2 wild advantages when doing monthly quests.
Oh.
Yeah. So you need 1 more magic advantage.
I'm
Again, the
so-
brass talismans,
I'm
like
so
you
sorry.
were going to do last time and didn't get around to.
Yeah.
All right, month 3 is beginning.
That's my
And yet again, the coin stays with Mike. Or no, actually pass it to Jeff. So pass the coin to Jeff. All right.
Okay, so when last we left off, I was going to purchase a brass talisman, which gives me a magic advantage, and do that monthly quest, but that one disappeared. But now I can go do that one.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still going to do that. I don't see any reason not to. And
So
that's
what
one of
you
the reasons.
could do,
And it's good that the river fire is here. I don't have to cross it. I can just double move right there. Or can I start?
I was
and
going to
grab
say,
his
you
bazaar
can start here
and go to his bazaar
and then
run
run
over.
up without spending a spirit that way. Yeah.
All right, I like that. I was just thinking of that. Is there anything else I would want to do? So I banner, place him there. I'm going to reinforce to get the gear for free. And then I'm going to move and I'm going to quest. So that's going to be my turn. So let's do that.
And also, don't forget your special ability from Ema. You actually can
reinforce that any building as if it were a bazaar. So I could, well,
It doesn't make a difference in this case, but it's worth keeping in mind.
right.
So for
So I'm still going to start here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move 1, and then it'll be 2. The problem
no, you
is
can't get there.
I have to double move, or else I have to move through
Yeah,
his citadel.
I just noticed that
And his
too.
citadel has 2 power skulls on it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have to spend the spirit to do the double move.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start there. I spend the spirit to activate a double move. My move is 4, so now I'll have 8. So there's 1. I'm going to reinforce in the bazaar to gain a brass talisman for a magic advantage. And then now I can just go around you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 moves total. So now I'm questing in the Lone Light Hills and spending 3 magic advantages.
All right, so that's a guild quest. We're going to complete that here. Hold to complete.
This time we're getting rid of these monthly quests.
Each hero gains 2 spirit. Woo, nice. Don't mind if I do.
And because I quested again, I'll let you spare.
Yep. And then also remove that quest marker if you want to hand that over to me, Mike. Okay.
You got it.
All right.
Thrawn 47J asks, curious to the influence of Isaac Childress during the development of Return to Dark Tower. He's such a fan of Gloomhaven. I see some comparisons of the complexity of both games. Was that the goal?
So real quickly, we didn't put this out. This is the companion quest in the Plains of Plovo.
No, it's
No,
not.
wait, we did.
That's the Adversary Quest.
Okay, so
That's
we're
the wrong
going
one.
the wrong.
Oh, wrong.
So
No, the Adversary Quest was the Plains of Plovo. That's right. The one where the dungeon is. Where's the cave? Oh, there it is. Sorry, that one goes there. Yeah,
Yep,
that's right. Okay. No. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
The Adversary Quest.
Yeah, that's
is
for that.
the
So,
thing about-
that's why I forgot to. I knew I forgot something. It was the Horns of the Element. So I'll show you what the Horn of the Elements does, so we can decide if it's worth doing that quest. And then I will talk about Isaac. So this is the Horn of the Elements. Once per turn, you can move a foe or siege tree one space for free.
Seems reasonable.
So that's a good one to get if we can get it. Whose turn is it? My turn?
I just did everything I was going to do. I have to drop a spell.
Okay.
And then it'll be your turn when we talk about Isaac. So hopefully that happens.
An event. The seal is broken. The seal is about to light up. That would be on your side, Mike. Which one is it?
Very top. No space. Open space.
All right. I think, do we not want some skulls
I
to
think
come
we-
out? I
we
feel
want skulls.
especially with
We
his
do
ability,
eventually,
with Mark online. You need to make sure you get enough warriors to do
yeah,
that
I have
again.
to have 12
Make
warriors.
sure you get that.
Siege trees.
Oh no, foes burn siege trees. Remove each siege tree on or adjacent to a foe. Do we have any? We do have foes now,
Foes, but
but they're not
Oh,
on or,
one.
it is on or adjacent. So that siege tree,
Oh.
place it on the nearest forest.
Place the siege tree on the nearest forest.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 1,
No.
2.
There's two over here.
Right there.
Well, it's 2. It's also 2.
Oh, okay.
What about that one?
We would rather have it over here,
What about this one?
but
No.
I have enough in this
Yeah,
area.
I
We'd
can get
rather.
to that one.
That actually helps us.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it does.
Now I just need to move
I
this
don't
one
know.
to
Did it
here.
help us?
Yes.
Oh, if I move this one just to here.
Okay. I still need to move that one to there, though, right?
No, I have this one to come up.
Oh, but this is only one space. Why would we
You
do
want to move this one
Well,
over?
because we have to have 2 here.
Oh, I thought you were moving one of those into one of those.
This one came from me.
Okay. All right, rumor. Gouts of flame erupt from the tower. Scouts believe they will soon rain down on a citadel.
Okay.
Citadel.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Brigands just leveled up. They went from ready to savage because we left one out. Same with that Lemire is going to level up any second, too. So we've got to decide if we want to fight that guy or not.
Well, I'm going to take him out right now.
All right,
It's
so
your turn, and you were going to talk about Isaac.
after my turn, on somebody else's turn. All right, I got to think about my turn here. So I do want to reinforce to get virtue. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 spirit to get a virtue. And which one am I going to get? I think I'm going to get this one. After I reinforce, gain 6 warriors, since we're losing lots of warriors from the river. Because I just reinforced, I do get it immediately. I got a ton of warriors, so I'm doing okay in that department.
Remind me why you are virtue +3?
Because I have Sons Are the Zealot.
Oh,
That's her
that's
special
+2.
ability.
Got it.
And as I unlock virtues, I get more wild advantages. So she can be very powerful if you can focus on that. Really good in solo game too. So, okay. So what am I going to do for my main thing? I'm not going to do that beast thing. And then I can spend 3 melee. Do I have 3 melee? Where is the melee one? That's the Adversary Quest. That is over there. Yikes. Someone else doing that one?
What do we need?
Deal. We're gonna eat it.
Oh, right. All right.
What
So
do we
really, I
do
should
for
just
that
go
one?
fight something. That's 3 melee advantages, but it's right. He's right. I don't think we really need to. It's going to reduce the market down to probably
Brigands
3
are
or
the only thing you can fight.
I mean,
Without
remember,
going
I get
quest.
2 advantages off the
Dungeon.
top for every monthly quest. So all I got to do is just get one more.
Yeah,
melee
yeah, yeah.
advantages.
All right.
I can.
I should go battle, so let's go ahead and do it. I don't have a ton of advantages against them, though, is the problem.
Well,
I got one for
start
battling.
moving trees.
I already reinforced. I can't move a tree. So I got 1 there, 2 there. 2 advantages. 2 advantages. That's not good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just cleanse then. And I'll worry about it next turn. 1, 2, 3. I will cleanse. Yeah, that's fine. I gain a 2 spirit. And then I'm going to drop a skull. Come on, slippery little sucker. All right.
The game explainer says, "Suck it up, Buttercup, go battle."
I did get an event. No comment. Tower stirs. All right, so we got another rotation coming
we go.
here.
Oh, great. I got a glyph.
All right, not too bad.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. It's affecting me, the player, or
You the player.
So
but
I have to pay.
You just have to spend 1 spirit. You got plenty of
Pay a
spirit.
spirit to go west. Okay.
Lemure spawned in a Cardis in the west. And that's it. Your turn. All right. While you're taking your turn, Mark, I'm going to talk about Isaac. Isaac came on very early in the development, and I'm not going to lie, like development on this game was brutal. We had lots of stops and starts. These guys played some of the earliest versions. They were cool, very cool stuff going on in some of those. Started, you were drafting hands of cards. We had action cards for the longest time until we finally got rid of those. And then we had like a group corruption track instead of individual corruptions, and there was all kinds. So there was some of that in there. When we first designed the game, though, one of Isaac's big contribution, which didn't make it in, was that we had all different kinds of buildings, and there were lots of. It was kind of a little bit of like there was a construction action you could take, where basically you were building buildings and improving those. You guys probably remember some of those. Yeah, you could build walls to fortify against some of the foes that would try and attack the buildings and things like that. A lot of that stuff got ditched, honestly. And then Isaac, he worked on this longer than he should have, honestly. And then obviously had to turn his attention over to Frosthaven, which congrats to him. That was pretty impressive. Our group is a big Gloomhaven fan. We've been waiting on Frosthaven to come in, so we're excited about that. But one of the big things that Isaac did do is that stuck with throughout the entire design process is he came up with the original heroes, if I'm not mistaken, and certainly most of them. I know, like the Brutal Warlord and the Orphan Scion, just even as archetypes were Isaac's sort of creation, if you will. And then there's a ton of little things, obviously, in terms of some of the items and things like that. They have obviously very different effects from what they did from when we started the game, just because the game changed quite a bit. But I would say that was like the hero creation. He did most of that early hero creation, I think, is what stuck the most. All right, Mark, what are you doing?
Okay. I am not going to move any skulls to pay a spirit to do that. That's my beginning. I already looked at the top of card of the potion and the treasure deck, and I'm not going to cycle. So I'm going to spend 1 spirit because I still have that glyph up to reinforce. And I'm going to gain a potion. So I'll take the top potion.
That's almost certainly not worth it.
Well, the potion says spend this to remove up to 2 skulls from any building.
Yeah.
And we know that a Citadel thing is coming up, and he's got 2 on a Citadel. I'm going to go ahead and spend that potion and remove the 2 from his Citadel.
All right.
And then for my action, I'm going to battle. I have 6 advantage.
All right, so you get some, well, no, they didn't level up, so you do get some max amount. So you should be able to max out all the cards.
Lemure. Lose 7 warriors. I'll spend 1, 2, gain 1 spirit. Lose 2 spirit, 2, gain 1 spirit. 1 at a time, drop 2 skulls, drop 1 skull, no losses.
That's the, he maxed out, I'm mad sound. All right.
And that takes care of this lemure. Done.
2 spirit for battle.
And I get 2 spirit for battle.
Maybe you should be getting the say if you get another merchant, it sounds already good for you. Are you done, Mark?
That finishes my turn.
Drop that skull.
Not very many in there again.
It always seems to happen. Did that stay in?
I think it's
All right, events. Seal is broken. Oh boy. It's got to be my side. I haven't been hit yet. Yep, there it is on the bottom. This can't be good. No, it's
we
not
can't
the
get
end
worse.
of the world.
Don't put under Citadel, man.
Yeah. Do I want to put them where I'm at and just cleanse next turn? That is the question. I think I might. Let's do it. Whoop. All right. Move all foes one space toward the guild in their current kingdom. All right, your turn, Mike. We are on turn 4, so we still got
Okay.
another round each.
So my action, I'm actually going to place the battlement on the cave.
Nice.
Because you cleansed my citadel, now I can actually gain a virtue, reinforcing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
What virtue you getting? The one that
Battlements
for
give you
quest?
advantages when you quest.
Nice. The belt built that battlement so well it helped you complete a dungeon.
I'm gonna. Should I have done the double my move first?
No, as long as it's before you
Okay.
move, that's fine.
So I'm gonna double my move. That gets me to 4. So 1, 2. I'll have to pay the 6, right?
Yeah. Man, that's an expensive trip.
3, 4. I have to pay the 6.
All right. All right, so you're going to do the caves, right? Here, come over here and let's do it in front of here so people can see, because a lot of people have not seen dungeons yet. So this is the dungeon, and we are doing the Golden Wolf Burrows. So we're selecting that dungeon. Now this is the dungeon map. It shows you where you are, and then the torch icon shows you rooms that you can move to. This is unique art for each dungeon type. So in this case, we have the cave art. We're in the entrance. The way is dim, but to your best, do your best. I'm sure it'll all be fine in the end. Choose your path. In this case, we only have one path to choose, so go ahead and select that torch. We've moved into an area with noxious spores. Lose 1 spirit and 1 warrior. Now, the way dungeons work, instead of battle cards, you can spend multiple advantages. Each dungeon room, you can only spend 1 advantage per room. Often it will turn it from something bad. Often it will turn it into something good. Occasionally you'll still have a loss, but usually if you spend an advantage, you're getting something decent out of it.
I have 5.
Okay, so I wouldn't be stingy with them. I'd go ahead
So
and
let's go ahead and
use them early and often. Gain 1 spirit.
Spirit.
And then you're going to continue. So this is after you complete at least 1 room, you would be able to exit the dungeon. And unlike you can't exit a battle, you have to complete the battle. Here you can exit a dungeon and go, either you can go back in or anyone can. And then anything that's already been explored stays explored. So in this case, though, we're going to continue on. Underground River, lose 6 warriors. Gain 2 warriors. Oh, wow. You found a couple of warriors floating in the river. All right.
And it keeps track of 2 advantages applied.
Yep, it keeps track of the number of advantages you spent. Crimson Bat Gun. Lose 6 warriors and 1 spirit. Lose 2 warriors.
I'll lose warriors.
All right. The way has split. Unstable Cavern. Lose 6 warriors.
I'll lose 6 warriors.
Okay.
That's the final room.
We found it. Ancient grotto. Behind a small rock lies the radiant horn. I got to change that. It's supposed to say horn of the elements. Note to Brian or Noah. Change that text. All right. It does say you take. Oh, you know what? I think it might have referred to it as it descriptively. We should change that. Anyway, you find the horn on a jade pedestal inscribed with druidic ruins. It sounds lovely. Take the horn of the elements quest item. And guess what? It's still your turn.
I was going to say.
Get your 2 spirit for finishing the quest. So this gets removed, and the dungeon token also gets removed. That was well done.
And I can move tree. Next. I might as well move it there. Well, let's see something. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We'll just leave the connection. I doubled my move and used all of it. Did my reinforce, did my heroic, did my banner. And I am not on a forest, so I am done.
All right. Just so you know, not that it matters, but I might have cheated actually.
Again?
Well, I can't remember now.
Only 2 times this game?
Yeah. All right, so we do it first. You got to place the skull, and then we do an event because you have to spend a spirit to cleanse here. Did I cleanse in there? I can't remember. I feel like I did. I don't remember if I meant. Anyway. Tower stirs, about to rotate. Lots of openings now.
Oh, my Lord.
There it is. All right, so that one was yours.
Okay.
Whoa.
How many came out? Was that
Oh my gosh.
Five.
Five, all
And one
right.
on my side, too.
Oh my goodness.
Nope, and we just spawned our first Titan. So first place those, I forgot to
Oof.
let you place those. Guess what kingdom you need to get to, Mark?
Mark, you need to.
Yeah, not on the Citadel. That was wise. That was wise. All right. We also have a Titan spawned in the Big Sister in the east. Hey, hello. So there's a good. You can get a good feeling for the size of the Titan mini there. Oh, and Brigands spawned in the Lower Ice Fangs in the north.
That's here.
All right,
Lower Ice Fangs. Oh.
and that's it. That's it.
Oh, that's
Uneventful turn.
All right, then. Well, that.
All right, we cannot leave. So I will say this: Titans always scare me. We cannot leave them around.
Can someone move the Titan onto a forest for me? And then I can take
Melee humanoid?
It's on a mountain. I can probably beat them up.
Really?
I
Oh,
get
take them.
2 wild advantages in mountain.
Yeah.
And the battlements there, too.
Anything
The
else?
battlements
Yeah,
there.
that's it.
It's melee and humanoid,
Yeah.
which I have neither.
I was going to go deal with this adversary quest.
Well, we decided we don't really care too much about that. So
don't
the other
know.
thing we're not doing is we're not maxing out one of these
Yeah.
guilds.
I kind of want to get this guild up a little more to make treasures cost less and to be able to reinforce just get treasures. I think that might be useful.
Plus, you get the very best boy.
Mm-hmm. The very best boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, that's I'll show people. So this is the Maxim the Beast. He's one of the companions for the Thieves Guild, and his flavor text really is the very best boy.
So, Justin, I can use the horn to move the Titan onto the forest. I can use my banner action to move the battlement onto the forest. And with that, I have plus.
That's on your turn, though.
4.
You're setting it up for your turn.
I know.
Like if you move them onto the hills, I get 4. I would get 5.
Okay, 1 more.
Yeah, 1 more.
But we wait 2 more turns.
That's fine. As opposed to waiting 4 more turns to get back to you. You can't fight them on this turn.
No, but when it comes around to me,
Yeah.
I could fight him on my own.
Yeah. If you move them now, oh, it's not your turn.
No, it's not my
anymore.
turn.
All right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Did you use the horn?
I did. I moved the forest.
Oh, okay, good.
So
That's
that we
fine.
could bring
All
the-
right, good. All right, Jeff, what are we waiting for? Your turn.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you drop you dropped this one.
Mhm.
Okay.
You
My
have to
guild,
battle.
my guild hall is a bazaar. Emma the Grand Merchant's ability says you can reinforce at any building as if it were a bazaar.
Yeah.
If I want to reinforce at my bazaar to,
You have to reinforce at the guild hall, not any.
it does, it's not.
Yes.
So I have to go there anyway. And
Hence
to
the
go
forest.
there, I have to lose warriors, which I don't have. So I can't do that. So I need to gain some warriors somehow. I think maybe I should still just get the virtue. I think that might be useful. Because if I'm going to try to max this out and it says when you reinforce to gain a treasure, you can get the top card of the treasure deck. So every time you reinforce, you get 2 treasures. And this virtue that I haven't done yet says you can reinforce twice per turn at the same building. I can basically get 4 treasures a turn.
Well, okay, you can only hold up to 4 treasures, so keep
Okay.
that in mind. Unless you get Maxim, though. Look at Maxim's ability.
You can carry up to 4 extra treasures.
So you could have 8 treasures.
I-
You could just have
I
all
like
the
the-
treasures.
I like treasure. I'm not gonna lie. I
So-
like treasure.
We're joking around, obviously, totally doable. One of the cool things about alliances, and actually a big part of the alliances game, is finding those combos. There's all kinds of neat little combos that we every time we play alliances, I find something new.
So I think what I want to do then is I'm going to come to I'm gonna come and cleanse this, get these 3 skulls off of here, and then go over
All right,
here
we'll just do it then.
and reinforce it.
Go for it.
All right, so let's start over here,
All right.
and then I will 1, 2. I will reinforce and get these 3 skulls
You
off.
mean
of
cleanse.
here. Cleanse. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'll cleanse, get these 3 skulls off.
Get your
And-
2 spirit for cleansing.
2 spirit for cleansing. 1, 2. And that was 1, 2 moves, so I still have 2 more. So I can go 3, 4. I'm on the Citadel, and for 5 spirit, I can gain a virtue. So I will put back 5 spirit, and I'm going to get the reinforced twice virtue.
Okay, guess what? You can reinforce again this turn.
Ooh.
So you're in
Yeah.
the Citadel, you can get a potion.
I can
Or you can
I'm
spend
gonna
5 spirit and
virtue.
get another virtue if you wanted to.
So
Yeah.
last month, I was thinking about getting this virtue that says at the end of each month, gain 15 warriors. But now we're 1 month later.
Correct.
Is it worth doing that now when we've only
Probably not. No,
When-
we shouldn't say that.
When is this month ending?
We're on turn 5, so you're going to get at least 1 more turn, probably not 2, though.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to get another virtue, but I'm going to get a different one just because of that tightening that's there. When you complete a monthly quest, you may remove a foe instead of gaining spirit. I think that might come in really handy because
Oh,
now
yeah.
I can
You can just remove the
I can just remove the titan
That's good.
at some point.
Yep.
So I think that's what I want to do.
Okay.
And I did get my 2 spirit. Okay, I mean I'm low on spirit and I have like almost no warriors, but I'm pretty good on virtues. So now I can start getting some things done.
All right.
I'm done. Let's drop the skull.
Okay.
Out there.
I can put it wherever we want, any building. So I'm gonna be cleansing over here next, so I guess I'll put it on one of these.
I wouldn't put it there. The
Here?
Lemure, yeah, the Lemure might. I don't remember honestly what the Lemure does, but they're magic foes, and I think
Oh,
they
there's a mirror there.
I think they put skulls on buildings. So
Okay.
no need to risk it.
Okay.
No events.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
My turn. All right, so I gained my 5 warriors. So do I need to be doing anything with the siege trees on my end or no?
Where
I'm here. I mean, there's this siege tree, but I thought we were at this point now.
right.
We're moving this one up or something.
Yeah, I think we'll move this one up, and then we need to try to move these over. But since I have the horn, I can do that no matter where I am. Eventually,
Well, we should use the horn as like an extra move,
Right.
So we can get it.
if
done
you can
quick.
move this siege tree up, then I can do this and then these.
But why that one as opposed to this one?
Well, we need one. We need 2
Right. So
here.
this is further away. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. This is only 3 away.
No, I agree.
We need both of them, you're saying?
We need another one here.
But you don't have any. I can't see. what you're
I
saying.
have more on this
And
side.
how far away is that?
1, 2, also 3.
So that makes more sense than having one that's 4 away, right?
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
So now what I want
All right.
to start doing is
So I
to
should
get treasure, I need to get Bazaar.
go to move this one, I guess, right?
Bazaar.
All right.
has this great skull.
So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse while I'm here.
Or
I have to spend a spirit to cleanse, which I remember to do because of my
if you want,
kingdom.
you can get these 2 power skulls here. This is the
yeah.
village.
I can only do
One. Okay, if you
So
can move
cleanse
that red skull
that.
off of there, then
I
I
gain
can
2 spirit.
go there to get treasures without having to.
And
This is the main quest, right?
Yeah.
But,
then I'm going to go 1,
that's my guild
2,
hall. So I need to.
3,
I need
spend
to go to
6
guild hall to
warriors.
spend
Right.
these to make.
Hey, jibber jabber.
Hey, we're
I
discussing
know, but
strategy
I'm just
here.
saying. Cross the river fire, and then I'm going to reinforce to move the siege tree. All right. Now I'm done.
Skull drops in.
Let's stay in. It sounded like it stayed in.
Yep.
All right. Event. Tower stirs. Jeez.
Who designed this game?
Well, our strategy is about to go down right now.
All right.
Oh, Nelly.
I now
Okay.
face, cleansing problems.
Yeah. All
on this
right.
side.
Yeah.
I have to pay to cleanse, but I can stay in the territory and cleanse.
Okay. Lemure strike. Move each Lemure to the closest sanctuary or citadel. Then place a skull on their space. Put it on the sanctuary.
No.
Good thing you put that skull there.
Yeah. Well, we could have moved it to the Sanctuary Citadel, but then the Citadel is going to get some in a minute too, I'm sure. All right, your turn, Mark.
Okay, I'm going to spend a spirit to move a skull from here. And let's put it over here.
Yeah, it's getting risky over there.
Oh, this has, when I move into it, it'll affect, right? So let's put it on this one.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to move 3. 1, 2.
Move 6 warriors.
I lose 6 warriors for crossing the river of fire. I'm in a village, so I'm going to reinforce in the village. I'm going to pay a spirit to get 12 warriors.
Yep.
And
Yeah, Thrawn asked if there's a variation of the game that goes longer than 6 months. The answer is no. Like I said, I've never seen anyone actually get to 6 months, end of 6 months anyway. It's just to put something in the app as like a hard stop so that we don't have to write quests ad infinitum for no reason, because no one ever gets that far anyway.
I think there's an insult there somewhere considering moving for 1.
Yeah, but we never lost getting to 6 months.
That's the point. We've never even been good enough to get to 6 months.
No, it's not. You shouldn't get to 6 months. 6 months is bad. You should be winning in month.
I'm not going to be
4 or 5.
taking an action this turn, I guess.
Why don't you just cleanse? No reason not to. Get 2
Well,
spirits.
because they're all going to be gone
Yeah,
anyway.
but get 2 spirits.
That's true. Okay, so
Doesn't hurt you.
Gain 2 spirit.
Yeah.
And I'll finish my move back on here.
Okay. All right. I don't think you're done.
Moving trees too.
Yeah.
Event. Letho finds no savage or lethal beast to soothe. It's funny, they wanted to use Shadow Wolves. I told them to use Brigands instead. So they're all these Shadow Wolves.
You're always so helpful.
My banner is
Sanzar's zeal is spoken of throughout the land. The player with Sanzar may spend any number of spirit to gain 6 warriors for each spirit spent. I'm going to spend a spirit to gain 6. Having warriors against Ash Rider is not bad. So let's start building those up. Ema knows all the trade routes. Spend 1 treasure to upgrade any guild.
No treasure.
Will you get some treasures?
I'm about to.
For each guild with a foe on or adjacent to it, decrease its rank by 1. Crap.
That's bad.
Ouch.
That puts me back on here. That's bad.
So I cannot cleanse then, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No es bueno. Oh, the tower unleashes flames across the land. Place 2 skulls on a citadel in your current kingdom. Hey, that's me.
Where we can't cleanse?
Correct. You went to the wrong kingdom, Mark.
I went where I
Well,
thought
no,
I hit
there's
the
plenty
most.
of skulls on this one too.
Oh my god.
What's going on now?
Titan powered up.
Oh boy.
Titan just leveled up. We need to do that thing where you can remove a foe. Oh my goodness. All right, this game just went to super hard.
Okay. In that case,
For those of you playing the home game,
so to do
We're in
that,
deep
I need
sneakers.
to complete a monthly quest. In order to complete a monthly quest, we got to get all the skulls off of that building.
all right, whose turn was that?
It's about to be mine. I
Yeah,
think.
your turn, Mike. All right.
So I can't cleanse because of the guild.
Well, you could if you improve the guild rank 1. I don't know if that makes any sense, though.
And the Titan powered up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be really hard to get rid of.
So I can get +4 max unless someone else.
That is not even remotely enough. I wouldn't go in there with less than 6. I mean, if you look, you can go in there, you'll get a corruption or 2.
4.
I don't think you'll get 3. Actually, you probably will, given how few warriors you have.
Is there anything we can do to get those 3 power skulls off of the Adversary Quest spot, so I can get rid of the Titan?
No.
So I could do 6 next turn.
Actually, I mean, if Mike, if you go, Mike can clan, he'd have to spend a
So
spirit.
does it help for me to move? Well, first thing I'm supposed to do is move my banner. So if I'm not going to attack him, I mean, I can. Actually, I can move the banner to me, but that still only gives me +4 because he is melee and humanoid. So just move the tree then. I'm guessing as the extra action.
You're reinforcing me?
No,
Do you have any
no.
glyphs facing you?
Yeah, I do cleansing, but I can't cleanse at all.
Right. Well, only in this kingdom.
So at this point, I'm just
I can fight if you move the battlement to the hill.
to the hill.
Yeah, and move him
Here?
to the hill
Or
with your
here?
horn. Hills, not the
I
desert.
can't tell. I can never tell. Move battlement there.
If you move him with the horn, I should be able to battle him.
Okay, then I'll move him with the horn.
I mean, if it gets to me again, I don't know that it is. It probably isn't, honestly. But I can battle him on my next turn. I mean, you know.
Is your stream of consciousness over?
I have an idea.
I'm just telling you the facts,
Okay.
man. This is the facts of the
All right.
situation.
All
I have
right,
an idea.
I'm putting you in
All
the
right,
deep
hold on.
sneakers.
Is your idea in effect what he's doing?
My idea is going to get rid of the time.
Okay.
And that is what?
So what if I can complete this quest, I can remove a foe.
Okay.
To do that, I have to go to this space, but I don't have warriors to take a warrior hit
Right.
from entering that. But Mark does. I can go to his space, trade with him, have him give me the warriors to be able to go here, and then I can purchase the melee advantage that I need, and then I can complete the quest.
Yeah, the problem is then he won't have enough warriors to do his end of the month effect, which we really desperately need. So that doesn't make any sense. What we could do is Mike could run over to you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Mike could run over to you now and tribute his warriors.
I would lose them crossing over.
Right.
You can't get warriors in the village first?
How many warriors are you
No, there's no
expecting to
villages
give?
near you.
His village is over there. I could get to that village.
Yeah, but not get there and get back to your
Wow, it's a double move for 8 total, right? So if I start here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll just make it there.
Okay. Then you could do that. So you don't need any help.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to do that then. So I'll plan on getting, unless something bad happens, which why would it ever?
Yeah, that never happens in this game. Does the tower register the fact that you've run out of skulls? No, it's when you like reach into the bag to grab a skull and there's none left. That's when you know you've lost. Yeah, because it's in the supply, and the app and the tower obviously don't know when you're cleansing. Otherwise, that's an interesting part of the design process, honestly, is like we want to make sure you're not like bookkeeping all this information and tasks that you're doing into the app.
Plus, the only way to end your turn is drop a skull in the tower. So if you don't drop a skull in the tower, the game won't know to go to the next turn. So you would just be sitting there doing nothing.
Well, no, he's saying if it knows when you are out of
Yeah.
skull.
It won't.
But you're
know.
right, it wouldn't know.
But it would never advance to
Right.
the next turn, so
Right.
you would just be sitting there.
Okay.
All right.
So
You got a
I've done my
plan?
banner action to move the battlement. I've used the horn to move him. I'm going to move 1. I'm going to no. Yes. No. It's not. I really want to. Yeah. That's the citadel. No, the citadel's here. 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead.
You move in, or you lose an influence? The purple
Yeah,
spot.
we lose an influence. That's right. We got influence to burn because we're not.
So I'm going to
Activating
pick up
these guilds.
while on a battlement you may cleanse to remove skulls from all adjacent buildings. I'm going to start working towards doing that.
That's actually good because you don't have to be in the spot with the bad skulls in order to cleanse
No.
them.
Correct.
You don't have to enter
Yep.
the spot.
Okay, so I have done my banner action. I have moved.
Did you?
I have reinforced. I have not taken a heroic action yet. I
Can you
cannot
move?
cleanse.
Any more spaces, or you move the full amount?
I moved my full amount.
All right.
And I guess I can influence.
Yes,
So I will influence. And I will pick
but you have to be at a guild hall to influence.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Or I should have done that.
What? Well, you would have also lost moving into there. Then it's 4 more warriors. I don't know if that's worth it to you.
Oh, I think I did that anyway. So then
No.
let's do
Yeah.
that.
So then you influence when you went there. So
Yep.
I'll get the 2 influence. You get the spirit. Spirit.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Done. event. So Gito asks you just get some extra skulls to improve your chances of winning. Yes, that's one way to do it. So we give you 2 extra skulls in case you lose one because they're small. Throw those into the supply. That is a way to make the game a little easier. I'm certainly not going to send the game police on you if you do that. Zier, twist the fabric of time. The month is extended by 1 turn. Yay! Foax, Brigand Strike. Each hero loses 1 item if there is a brigand in their current kingdom. No. Oh, you do. Yeah, you lose an item. That's the only brigand?
There's 2 brigands, but
It doesn't matter. Yeah. All right, so lose an item. All right, so it goes back to the supply there. Keep in mind, Ash Rider's magic.
oh,
Yeah, you don't need stealth for anything, I don't think. Yeah, get rid of those dusty cloaks. Wrong stack. All right, do your master plan, Jeff.
okay. So we're going to
Banner
start.
action. Yeah.
Banner action. I'm going to start there. I'm going to spend a spirit to activate a double move. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to put myself in your village, please. And I'm going to reinforce to gain 6 warriors.
Why don't you spend a
3.
spirit to gain 12?
Well, I can reinforce twice. So I'm going to spend a spirit the second time
Yeah, okay,
to gain 12.
there you go.
12. So now I have enough.
Okay,
No, I can't do that. I have to
Why?
spend only 6.
why?
Because I have to go there and I have to spend a spirit.
Why do you have to spend a spirit?
Because it's purple skull.
Purple is influence.
Oh, purple influence. My bad. I thought it was spirit.
No,
Spirit's
blue
blue.
is spirit. We're not
Spirit
playing
is-
with blue skulls.
So now I have 4 moves left. So I'll move into here.
So we lose 1 influence, and you lose 8 warriors.
6, 7, 8.
Those power skulls are nasty.
Yeah. Wait a second. Hold on.
Why?
Nope. We'll mess something up.
Oh.
Because I still need the gear. I still need to get the gear from the bazaar. So I didn't want to reinforce twice.
Oh.
No, that's not going to work. Damn. It's not going to work.
All right, do we need to rewind?
I'm thinking if there's any way to do it.
But you can also just
No, that's why I needed the trade for the warriors. Because I couldn't buy the warriors and do that at the same and buy
because you
and buy the
needed
gear.
another melee.
I needed to buy the gear, so I couldn't buy the warriors and the gear. That's why I needed to do that.
Okay.
But what I
All
can
right,
do is
rewind it.
I can
So,
stop on the way on
1,
Mike's
2,
space.
3, 4.
If I put
That's
this
not Mike's space. That's Mark's.
Mark's space, if I stop on the way on Mark's space and take some of the warrior, and take
He only has 1
I have
warrior.
one
to
warrior.
spare.
No, you have.
No, he needs those to trigger his virtue.
Oh, okay. You mean,
so
Rewind it.
he
Rewind it.
has 1 more. He has 1 available.
I had 7 and a spirit.
Put him back there. No, back to where he started.
Back to here. Okay. So I had this. Okay, so I needed to. That's why I needed the trade because I
Okay,
needed the
we'll
warriors.
figure it out.
So he needs, but
You can't get him from him. That's his is more important than you getting that thing done.
okay, so I don't do that then.
If it comes around to me, just so you know, I can cleanse both of them because I can get back.
Yeah, but we're not. It's turn 9, so
Yeah, we're
This
getting
month
1
is
extra
gonna
turn,
end.
but
I
probably
wanted to get rid of the Titan
I understand that, but we can get rid of him on,
next month.
Listen, the other thing you can do is you'll take 2 corruptions.
and just go there and do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should, but that is a way to do it.
I do get +2 wild advantage in the corruptions if I can get to this up to here.
Yeah, it's,
That's
keep dreaming, buddy.
Yeah. All right, so
I
let's
think- yeah, I think you
think of a
just-
different
Yes.
something else then. In that case, I'll do something else.
So speaking of teeth, sorry, continue. Just want to show there's a little conversation about teeth in there. So I want to show you one of the other cool treasures in the Alliances expansion while Jeff is figuring out what to do. It's probably going to be the next treasure. It's always the next treasure. There it is. This is one of the new treasures. It's kind of a cool, creepy theme. There's Zemair's teeth. And what that does is when you cleanse power skulls, you actually remove them from the game and change them into regular skulls.
So what I need to do is I need to be getting spirit? No. Okay. I'm just going to. I think maybe I just come back here and reinforce here for the guild and start pushing that up again.
Okay.
I can get some spirit for that at least.
Well, can you fight the brigands or no?
I only have 2 warriors.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
I mean,
All right.
I can. I'll have 2 advantages.
No.
Against
Yeah,
this
no,
one?
you don't have enough resources. There.
Mm.
All right.
No, I need to get some resources because I'm fresh out.
All right.
So I think what I do is I come here and I influence action. No, I'm sorry. I reinforce to do the guild action. Spend 5.
You can do it again.
I could do it again, or I can. Yeah, let's do it again.
Or you can get whatever you need for
Well,
whatever
when I
else.
do that, I get 2 spirit.
No, for reinforcing.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I can cleanse to get 2 spirit. I'm not going to battle. I'm not going to quest.
Okay, then you should cleanse.
I could influence, but
We don't need
cleanse
the
is good.
influence that much.
All right, so I'll cleanse.
All right.
Take the skull off, and I'll gain 2 spirit. And then I will reinforce again to push this up and take this off.
All right.
So now this there I
And
get
who did
this
we
card.
recruit? Lucas?
Recruit Lucas.
All right. So I'm going to recruit Lucas
And
here.
now treasures cost 1 less. And now that I have some spirit cards, I'm doing that.
All right. We have recruited Lucas. What's his on the back? He finds treasures. That's right. He's just going to give you treasures.
I have no problem with that. And when you defeat a level 4 foe, get a free treasure from the top part of the deck.
All right. Does that mean you're done?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Drop the skull. That was a long turn.
It
I'm not
was.
saying no. I'm saying that can happen in this game. Sometimes this board situation, everything gets really intense and challenging. That sounded like it came out.
Yep, it did.
Well, at least it came out in the right kingdom.
Mhm.
Event. Lucas returns with the spoils of his efforts. The player with Lucas may spend 2 spirit to search the treasure deck for a treasure and gain.
Wasn't that the one you
Yes,
stuck
please.
us?
Yeah.
The thief?
All right. Yes, please.
So you can.
What do we want? There's a lot of treasures in here. We want something against what's the space, right?
Beast and magic.
Spend to gain 4 magic advantages.
That certainly would be good when we're fighting the adversary. All
there
right,
anything
let's
we need
wire-
right now?
Anything
Uh,
monsters or
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Hmm.
I'll let Jeff look. You don't want the ammo in there. It's good,
Why
but
don't you
it's
keep
not
going,
good.
let him,
Yeah.
'cause he'll-
All right, I'm gonna.
he's
Yeah,
about
I'm
to
gonna continue.
indulge.
All right, so that's actually the end of that event. So it's my turn. You know what you could get? Treblock's hammer.
Oh.
So for
Wait.
those who don't know,
It's in this expansion.
yeah. So here's Treblock's hammer, and for those who don't know, it might seem like an ordinary treasure, but that was Mike's D&D character in our long-running D&D campaign. Was Treblock, the dwarven cleric, who had a very cool hammer. So I knew that he'd get a kick out of
Oh
it.
yeah, absolutely.
See, when you're friends with me, you get to stick cool stuff in your games.
That's awesome.
All right, now I'm going to go fight this Titan. So I'm going to go here. I lose 10 warriors, 6 for crossing the river, and 4 for that power skull. I'm going to reinforce there, and I'm going to spend 2 spirit to gain a treasure. Is anything good for... Screw it. Let's get the Forbidden Grimoire. It's happening. Give me the Forbidden Grimoire. All right.
You gonna take him out?
Yeah, I need the advantages. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 of these potions to gain 6 warriors. Put that on the bottom of the potion deck. Just, you know what? I already did it.
Maybe this one.
Which one?
Zemier's teeth.
What
Sounds like a good one.
Oh, okay.
I just showed it.
Okay. When you cleanse power skulls, remove them from the game and add a regular spell
Yes.
to dead for each one.
Yeah.
That seems useful.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I like that.
No advantages though.
No, but that's
All right,
fine.
it's fine. Good.
You have to
Shuffle those
not
up.
lose to win, right?
Shuffle those up, and then you got to put one out for the one I just
Yes.
took.
And then flip the other one.
All right, so I'm going to fight this Titan. I will put this on camera. Let's see how many advantages I have. So I have 1 when I battle. Oh, when I reinforce, I actually gain 6 warriors for my new virtue. So let me get that. Probably didn't need to spend that potion then. I got 1 for my melee, baleful advantage. Or not melee, right? No, Titan is melee. Yeah, 1 for melee. 1 when I battle, that's 2. 4 because he's in the hills. 7 because of the Grimoire. And 8 because of Sanzar. Oh, and after I reinforce, I get to remove a skull from my Blessed Scepter. So put that back in the And I got to move there. All right, so that's 8. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and fight this Titan.
8.
He is savage, though, so I can't max him out. And I got to draw 4. Lose 25 warriors.
Critical hit. Out.
Lose all remaining moves.
Yeah. That's a crit. Well, isn't now the time to use it?
I don't know.
You know the math better than we do, but
No, I don't care about losing remaining moves.
You're 66, that one.
25. Don't you at least
I don't think it's going to go down by much. I'd rather. This is what I was talking about before, though. I'd rather.
max out like
Yeah.
a bunch of the others?
Yeah,
All right. Well, you've
it
got them.
might be crazy.
Let's
But
lose all remaining moves.
I can't move anymore.
Oh, okay. Is that clear? You bother?
No, I already maxed out my moves anyway. All right, so I'm going to just eat that one,
Mm-hmm.
which means I have 8 left out of 9. Lose 15 warriors and 2 spirits. So let's spend 1.
It's 10. And spirit. It's 5 each, I think, all the way down to.
Yeah,
No,
but I have I can spend another advantage on it. Lose 5 warriors and 1 spirit.
You're gonna lose the spirit no matter what, it seems.
That's
Unless
fine. I'm going to lose that, and then I can max out the other
You,
ones.
okay.
Lose 15 warriors and 2 spirit. No losses.
Ouch.
I know. I need something good out of this. If there's a skull on or adjacent to your space, lose 35 warriors, which there is, but I have my advantages. So I'm going to max this sucker out. Give me something. Give me something good.
Oh, actually, that's
All right. Well, hey, I got rid of him. Oh, you know what?
Did you have the battle?
I forgot about the Battlement one.
Oh,
So I could have
come
used one
on,
more.
man.
That's fine. That's fine. So it makes up for that time I screwed something
Because he
else
doesn't
up.
respect my character.
Hey, guess what? I didn't get a corruption. That's the important thing. And I got that guy off the
I'm
board.
about to get a corruption.
All right. I'm done. All right. We're down to slow skulls, so Mark, get ready to do your thing.
Well, it's the end of the month.
Hopefully. I would assume so. This is turn 10 we just finished. Event. I hear you, Cheyenne. I'll get you a bone in 1 second. All right. Event. New wares. We can cycle the market. I'll let you guys figure out what to do there. And it's the end of the month. So go ahead and cycle the new
You
wares.
just look at every single treasure.
yeah.
Cycle the treasures.
Hold
Oh, all of them?
on. All the skulls.
All right. So,
So first things
Call back.
first, we do our end of month effects. If anyone else has any end of month effects, don't forget some of your companions let you do that or whatever.
all right. So
Skull bag, please.
And then we gain 1 influence for each building that has no skulls. Mike, do the honors.
10, 11.
magic beast. I'm gonna leave the beast. I'm gonna leave the magic. I'm gonna leave the magic. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one.
All right, we got our failed quest. Get ready because we're gonna.
Yeah.
Without your protection, Ashrider's arsonists disrupt the markets. Place 1 treasure from the market on the bottom of the deck. Do not replace it. The market size is permanently reduced by 1. Less of an issue when you're playing with the Alliances expansion because if I didn't mention, the treasure market when you're playing with Alliances is 4 instead of the usual 3. We are ready to start on month 4, so let's peel that quest marker off. We're going to place it somewhere new. New quests. Recruit Nimit. Nimit the Unfathomable has been Unfathomable, that new game from Fantasy Flight, which is very good, by the way. Nimit the Unfathomable has been terrorized by nightmarish visions. Soothe her worry by showing her how to fight back against the darkness. Quest in the southern wastes and have 5 virtues to gain Nimit as a companion.
5 virtues.
Jeff has 5 virtues.
Wow.
You have 5
And
I do?
here's what Nimit looks like if you want to see if she's worth
Oh,
getting.
because these count as
Yeah.
virtues.
Yeah, yeah.
Go back.
Yep.
Nope.
Fires below.
Spend 3 spirit to place a seal
You opened
back
up all
on
your
the tower.
virtues?
What?
You opened up all your virtues?
No, I have 1. What they're saying is these are all.
Yeah, those are virtues.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I thought they were all over.
All right. Fires below. The Ash Rider creates hellfire in an underground caverns to destroy rivers from below. You can extinguish these flames if you reach their source. Quest in Delmsmire and complete the Earthen Warrens dungeon, or rivers will be ignited. Delmsmire. In the west, we're going to spawn this dungeon. It is another cave, and it is in Delmsmire.
And the cave is beast again.
Yeah, caves are always beast.
That's
Retrieval operation.
We're gonna have 0.
A legendary relic lies within an ancient tomb beset by foes. Recover the relic before it falls into the wrong hands. Complete the Vanishing Tribe dungeon to recover the relic. Vanishing Tribe is tombs, and that is in the Grass Sea in the west. So let's go on the Grass Sea. And tombs is undead? What is tombs? I forget.
Undead.
Okay. All right. And wait, what does that do? Hold on one second. Who finished that turn? That was me? Who took the last turn? I forgot to place the coin. It was me. I beat the Titan.
right.
So we'll start with mine. So let me just see what do we get? Recover a relic. Oh, so it's not a cost item. It's just an effect. All right. Your turn, Mark. What do you got planned here?
Well, my banner light is still lit up, so it cost me 2 spirit to move a skull, so I'm not going to use that.
That seems
Now-
wise.
Keep in mind now, when you move skulls, you can move power skulls onto spaces that already have power skulls. So when I cleanse power skulls, I can just remove them from the game and replace them with regular skulls.
Did you ever get your cleanse battlement virtue? Is that the one you got?
Mm-hmm.
So if you put them adjacent to battlements, but it's not. I agree. It's not worth spending 2 spirits.
Yeah, I'm not
I was
going
also
to
going to
do
hit
it.
this trigger though. It says you can cleanse. When you cleanse, you can remove skulls from any space. So I can
So
make sure
I'm
just
going to
cleanse- I might
reinforce.
cleanse-
I'm going to spend 5 in influence to move this up.
Okay.
I'm going to start buying some treasures.
5 influence.
And if I remove,
Remove. I'm spending it.
Oh,
Okay. So now, when I take my banner action, which is not going to cost me a spirit, I can spend 1 spirit to
Wait,
take it
I
again.
think you have to take your banner action at the start of your turn.
yes. That's the first thing
Then
you
I'm
do
gonna
when you
turn
turn
do that.
Right.
Yeah. So next time.
No. I'm saying this is what it changed to.
Yeah. That's
Right,
right.
but you can only do this
Right.
as part of your heroic action. You have to do your banner
No.
action first.
No, this is a reinforce action. Reinforce.
He's not doing it now.
Reinforce and spend. I'm moving it. I'm moving it up.
What's the
And
question?
now I'm reading you what the difference is.
Okay,
Yeah, that's the effect.
but you're not gonna
No, he's
take
not doing
advantage of
it
the
now.
effect.
No, I'm just telling people what the new effect is.
Yes.
I thought he was.
No.
Okay.
Go.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's
Okay.
what he was planning to do.
We're good.
I wasn't planning to do
All
it.
right.
I had
This
already
is how they
told you I
bicker
was
when we're
planning.
normally playing. We're not going to do that while we're doing live.
So I also gained Burgoyne, the herbalist. The herbalist.
So is that what you did? You got who? Burgoyne?
Burgoyne the herbalist.
All right.
His ability is when I spend a potion, I gain an influence, and he's +2 wild advantage in forests. And now I'll move here, which is a forest. And how many does that give me now? This is a Lemure,
Magic
right?
and undead, yeah.
So I got magic and undead, so it's +2 for magic, +1 for undead, that's 3, +2 for wild is 5. So I have 5 advantage. And I'll battle. There's 2 warriors for each skull on or adjacent.
No
That's
skulls.
0. One at a time, drop 2 into the tower. No losses. Lose 7 warriors. Gain 1 spirit.
Nice. All right. Remove that Lemure. Get your 2 spirit for battling.
Got it. Okay, so that was everything, so I need to drop a skull.
Skull battery.
There you go. Events. Seal is broken. Not you, Jeff. Top one.
It's just one.
That's one
Easy.
piddly little skull.
Easy. I'm just gonna
Lemures have spawned in the Greater Tombstones. Good thing you defeated that guy, or that would have been a Lemure event. Greater Tombstones in the east. That's me. Oh, right there. Maybe I'll just smack that guy down. Oh, won't go. Flag came out. Oh well. Just leave it there. All right. Your turn, man.
Do terrain advantages impact caves?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're in that space, you get that advantage.
Okay. So I'm going to move a battlement. I'm going to pay the double move, which will end up giving me a corruption.
You're taking a corruption?
Yep. Because I have to
All right.
cross.
I mean, you don't have to.
Eventually. He wants to go home.
Well, as soon as you cross, you get the corruption. So let's just make sure it doesn't do something weird.
After you reinforce, immediately end your turn.
Okay.
So that's not doing
All
reinforcing.
right. Are you exploring that dungeon?
I am exploring that dungeon.
Here you go.
So it's beast, and I've got my battlement.
By the way, that clinking sound is my dog running around because I gave her a bone. Just trying to find somewhere good to hide it.
7.
All right.
So
You should
it's
be-
the little.
You have 7 advantages?
Yeah.
You should be spending an advantage like every room.
Yeah. So it's the torch, right?
Yeah.
Cave.
All right. Here, you want me to hold it?
Yeah. All right. Nope. Let's use an advantage.
Gain a warrior.
Gain a warrior. Continue.
That can't happen.
All right. That was easy.
All right. Well, importantly, we got rid of it. Was the second room. Yeah.
With 7 advantages. It probably hurt.
It did. You would have gotten some
gained stuff.
juicy
Yes.
loot. All right. Remove that quest marker as well. Yep. I don't know if you have any moves left. Did you already reinforce or not yet?
No, I haven't reinforced yet. I can't do anything after I reinforce, but
Do you have any moves left?
No. I could cleanse, but there's nothing to cleanse.
You can't cleanse. You did the quest action.
Oh, yes.
You can reinforce and move that siege tree in that space. We may not need it, but it can't hurt. And don't forget your horn too.
It doesn't hurt to move the tree up.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then don't forget to use your horn.
Yeah. Let's just move it up 1. And then use the horn, and let's move this up 1.
All right.
And I am ending my turn in a forest, so I gain 6.
All right. Drop that skull. Event. Tower stirs.
No.
Okay.
Nerds.
Easy. Easy.
I can't cleanse anyway, so I think this is your kingdom this turn, Mark. We could be in trouble.
I'm gonna help with that very soon.
Okay. I don't know
have a
how,
plan.
but
I have a plan.
great. All right.
You like this plan?
Well, it's your turn. I'll move all foes 1 space towards the guild in their current kingdom. I think that's the only one, right? All right. That's already on. It's already on. Rumor. It's always the Citadel. It's not. It's random. It's supposed to be random. Gouts of flame erupt from the tower. Scouts believe they will soon rain down on the Citadel. Oh no! Another Titan in the Forest of Shades in the east.
Oh, couldn't it be on this side?
This
forest?
Okay.
It's
gonna be okay.
We can tank them
No,
with the
because
battlements.
if I can go finish that monthly quest,
Okay.
I'll remove a foe.
Remove it. Okay, great.
So where is that? Which one's that? That's the
That's in the southern waste.
Where's that?
I'll give you one
In the
guess.
south.
Yes,
That's that one over there.
correct.
Oh,
It's that one
over
there.
Okay, well, I'm not going that way. Okay, so what I'm going to do,
You need 5 virtue to do that one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to use my banner action because I'm where I want to be. I'm going to spend, I'm going to reinforce, spend 5 to push this up to max.
All right.
And I'm going to reinforce twice per turn at the same village. I'm going to reinforce again at the bazaar, but this time I'm going to use the regular reinforce
Yeah.
to.
Well, first things first, you get max.
Oh, I get max.
What's the southern quest?
That is. Wait a minute. That is the guild quest. That is that's the dungeon. There's a dungeon there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Two.
Yeah, we have to complete the dungeon to get a relic before it falls into the wrong hands. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you put Maxim in?
Yep.
Okay, Maxim says I can carry up to 4 extra treasures, and when I gain a treasure, we gain 2 influence.
Okay.
So now I'm going to reinforce it again at the bazaar, but this time to gain a treasure, it only costs 1 because it costs 1 less. What's this 2 spirit on the end here?
If the guild rank would ever be increased by when it's there, so you actually they're not decreased by 1. Let me just double check. I don't think that's right. I think it's only the current one. It's not all of them. Yeah, it's the current guild effect.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll do this in a different order. No, I have to do it in that order. Okay, rewind it then. I didn't know that. I thought it was you get the ones from before. You get the improvements you made.
Okay.
I want it to cost 1 less because I only have 1.
Okay.
So.
Did you do your heroic action yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So I'm putting that 5 back. I'm leaving it there.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Well, you don't get Maxim yet until you do that, though. Don't forget.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use them yet.
Okay.
So I'll put them back here.
Okay.
So we're going to take them out. But
You can't take them out.
all right, well.
Aren't you going to do it?
I am going to do it after
so
this.
just do it. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to buy the treasure.
So it's not a spirit.
So I spend 1 spirit. I'm going to buy the lamp.
Okay. Replace it with the top part of the treasure.
Now I'm going to use my heroic action to cleanse.
Okay. To remove
going
skulls
to-
from any space.
I'm going to cleanse and take all these 3 off.
All right.
And because I'm removing power skulls, we
Yeah.
have to remove these from the
So
game.
give those, Mike. Give them 2 white skulls in exchange. All right. Put those all in the bag.
And now, because I did that, I get 2 spirits.
All right.
And now I will take my second
Right.
reinforce and move that
Okay.
up.
I get
And now
Maxim.
we spend the 5 and get Maxim.
Okay.
So, got there.
And you should be done.
Yes. Now
I guess technically it moves if you want to move somewhere.
I could move, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause I can-
You might not want to be. Actually, they're leveled up, so it's anywhere in their kingdom.
What's that?
It's just a question you need to, if you want to start in another kingdom. Next time.
Well, next thing I want to do is head over there and finish that off. So I want to be close to that, but I'm going to need some warriors to do that. The warriors come in the village, so I guess I'll just throw myself on.
We could.
Well, you could start. You could move into this kingdom, so that on your next turn you can start in that
Both
village.
take an action, plus I can move. So I can move this one with my power.
Just need to get into the
I can
kingdom.
move here, you move that
Doesn't
up.
matter.
Oh, yeah.
and Move here, and move that up, and we can start finishing that off.
Oh, no.
Got 4,
All right.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
or
Drop
I
your
can
skill.
get a virtue to come back and do those. Because I need to end up in a village to get my 12. With minus.
Oh, that's good enough.
Let's put it there.
All right. Event. Foes leveled up to lethal. The brigands. That's not good.
Lethal brigands.
All right. Rookie mistake. All right. I gave my 5 warriors. If I battle those guys, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. All right. I'm going to battle the lemure. 8 advantages. I should be able to max them out, right? Game and spirit. No losses. Game and spirit.
Tower is not happy.
Confirm. Remove those guys. Get my 2 spirit. Then I will. I'm going to go
Can you move the tree?
spend a spirit to double my move. What?
Can you move the tree?
No, I just did my no, I didn't do my reinforce. I was going to get a virtue.
If you can move the tree, I mean
I can.
that's one left. That's one
Yeah,
more tree.
That's true. All right, yeah, I can do that. I don't need to double my move then. All right, 1, 2, lose 6 warriors. Reinforce. I'm getting a little low on warriors.
We'll be down.
Oh, after I reinforce, I gain 6 warriors. I forgot I have that one. After, and there's no skulls there. Okay. All right. I can move 1 more space. Not sure it matters. Move me on to the cloister, please. Just 1 to the left. There you go. Just move me. There you go. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to spend another spirit because I forgot facing me. Drop my skull.
Move that
You
one.
can move him there. I can use
Event. Tower stirs. All right, your turn, Mark.
Glyph came up on reinforce for me, okay? Give me one of your skulls.
What do you mean?
One of your skulls, I'm gonna move it. Give me one of your skulls.
Just take one. I don't care.
Which one do you want?
It doesn't matter to
Doesn't
me.
matter, so pick one.
Why are you taking one of mine? What's it? What's
I
it
can
do?
move one from anywhere
To where?
to over here where I'm gonna cleanse.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure it matters.
Okay, and then I'll cleanse.
Okay.
So these 3 get back
Why are we cleansing?
because I'm there and I have to do something to get my 2 spirit. And I can move here, reinforce to move that. And I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to finish my 2 spaces.
Event. All right. Burgoyne found a bounty of restorative plants. The player with Burgoyne may spend any amount of spirit to gain twice that number of potions.
Cool. How many potions do I want?
Keep in mind what her ability is, too.
When I use the potion, I gain an influence.
That's right.
Well, this one gives you 1 advantage, but
Okay,
you
so
get more.
there's 1. I get, how much do I spend?
You can spend any number of spirit to get twice that number of potions.
Okay, so I get another potion.
Spend to move any foe up to 2 spaces. And since we always see the
Okay.
top, we always know what the next one is.
And what's the
Another
next?
one, spend to move any foe up to 2 spaces. We don't have a ton.
I don't need that, right? To move foes?
Well, they're helpful for battling them, yeah.
Okay, so I spend a second spirit, it'll give me that one, and I get 1 more.
Spend against 6 warriors.
That's good. That helps me with what I need. So those are spent, these 2. Okay.
Oh, here's a good event. Maxim shakes his head as you scratch behind his knee. All players may trade any items and companions.
Ooh,
Wow.
That's actually important.
Yeah.
So Leitha doesn't help me right now because I'm not close to anything that has beasts. Do we want to start powering someone up for the final battle?
Well, how many
I-
turns are we wait from doing the siege tree thing? I can't see
so-
it. There, so.
We are good.
Yeah,
good,
this whole side is good.
Good.
Yeah.
So we only need 2 more.
Wait,
So we've got
No, that's a
1
forest.
Oh, it's forest.
plus my power. So on my turn, that one will be finished. So we only have to move this one twice.
I think it's still because then we have to go quest here, so
Yes.
we're a good 3-4 turns away.
But it makes sense. Items or
Items or companions?
companions. Are there any companions that
Um,
don't move anything?
I have
Who
plus 2
has-
magic.
You want this one? Lucas says when you defeat a level 4 foe, get the top part of the treasure
Nah.
deck, but plus 2 wild advantages if you have any corruptions. You have corruption.
Oh,
Might
that's
be
actually an interesting point.
And then I also have Senzar that's +1 wild advantage for each virtue beyond your first 3. So whoever's got,
I've got 2 additional
so
virtues
does
already.
Jeff.
Both
So I don't know.
And I have-
maybe
and I
I
got
take
plus
that
2
one
magic.
and I give you this one.
So remember, my fixed are
Plus 2 magic.
beasts. So I probably need to
Yeah,
stick to
well,
beasts.
you should hold on to that now. Why?
So yeah, if you want to swap those, we can do it.
Right?
He's magic.
Remember, beasts,
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
We're not ready to
without
fight him yet.
beasts.
We have to get him out. It's still a few
Or-
turns.
You can give me the beast companion because I have him with plus 2 advantages versus beast. I don't want to give him away because that's the one that gives me
I can
extra
do that
treasures.
too. I don't mind. I don't mind being the not fighting one.
Problem is I don't have any warriors to fight with if I lose.
Neither do I at the moment.
But I can power up. I can get a lot of warriors really
Well, I
fast.
could, and I can also just meet up with you and give you warriors at some point.
Okay, so
Let's try it.
Although this is the only way I'm getting warriors by being in a force at the end, but we're working towards the final.
Okay. I don't know that we should be too aggressive with that, but that's fine. So, am I giving the Sanzar to somebody?
Which does what?
Virtues cost you 2 less and +1 wild advantage for each virtue you have after the first 3. Does anyone feel like their last virtue is worth getting?
Again, each one gain 15 warriors. I mean,
What's yours, Mike?
I'm not probably
I can
gonna get
battle adjacent foes if I'm on a battlement. I don't think that really matters
Okay.
much.
I'm probably not going to get the 15 warriors.
All right. Should I just
Yeah,
hold on to
that's
this?
fine.
Yeah, I think it's just hold on to it.
Okay. We done?
I think that was the end of his turn, right? I haven't taken
Well,
that.
there was some events. Titan's just leveled up to lethal.
Yeah.
You need to get that thing done, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm going to head over to the next one.
Lemure spawned in the sands of madness in the south. Yeah. Now, we've kept him off, so he hasn't triggered his event yet. If we can get him off again, that would be nice. All right,
My
it's
turn?
your turn, Mike.
Okay, so is it better for me to move him onto the hills?
I'm not fighting him.
Well, we just
Who?
powered people. Are you going to
He
fight him?
didn't power me up.
The Titan?
Yes.
No, he's.
I'm going to remove him by doing the monthly.
Okay, so then ignore
I'm
that.
going to get rid of him.
So then do you need me to move?
Do
Does
something
anyone
else.
need one of the
Move
battlements
the siege
moved?
tree. Oh, the battlement.
Does it? If it doesn't matter to you
I
guys,
don't think so
then
right
I'll
now.
just-
No, not to me.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, not to me.
Well, you could move
Put
that
it
one
over
over
here.
closer to the Lemure, maybe.
Move him onto the Lemire.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I didn't see that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I might end up fighting the Lemure.
Okay. All right, so that's done. So then the question of what I'm going to do to reinforce is really. No, the reinforce will be the moving of the trees. I have to pay to quest, but I'm not going to quest. There's nothing to battle. So I'll likely, I guess I could cleanse. Why not? I don't think influence at this point +2 matters, right?
No.
So we'll cleanse. That'll give me 2. This double, so I only have 2. I could do 4. 1, 2, and be ready for the next one. Yeah, that might make sense. So I'll spend it to have double movement. I'll go here. I'll reinforce. I'll use the power of the horn. I'll move it here.
The power of the horn.
And then I'll go and be ready to try to move the trees the next time. That's the banner. That's the move. That's the heroic. That's the reinforcing.
Event. Brigands spawn in the Lone Light Hills in the west. Lone Light Hills. That's it. All right, your turn, Jeff.
Okay, I'm going to start on the village in your kingdom. I'm right here. So if you put me on the village.
You're also in the same space with Mark if we need to trade for anything.
Not right now.
Spirit?
Actually, I
Spirit?
could use some spirit might be useful because I can buy a bunch of treasures. I don't know how much you want to give it. Not all.
You up to 3?
Yeah, 3 is good. Sure. Thank you.
You can also use it to get extra warriors.
Yeah. But this is what I'm going to do anyway. So okay, so I'm going to reinforce and gain.
Oh my
12
goodness.
warriors.
Grillo Del Mal says, it looks funny, can't wait to get it. He'll need to be patient. He lives in Chile. Yeah.
Bienvenido, amigo.
I think they ship the Chile from the U.S. hub, though. So it could be in the first wave, for all I know. I don't know how long it takes to get to Chile.
Reinforce
from here.
again, get another 12 warriors.
Thank you for backing.
Okay.
You're going to be the coolest person in Chile.
So I reinforced twice. Now I'm going to move. How many moves will it take me to get to
You're
the
doing
southern
the,
ways?
Yeah.
You're trying to get here?
Yeah.
Get to the southern ways.
And you're here?
Yes. What is that? What am I looking at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it
I'll
in 4.
spend 1 spirit to double move.
And remember, you'll lose
So I'll
6.
lose 6 warriors. So
All right.
put me there, and I'll have 3 moves left.
Did you reinforce already at the
I
village, right?
reinforced
Twice? Okay.
Okay. Now I have to do his quest. I have 5 virtues. Right.
Yep. All right, so we're going to complete, that's the Nimit quest.
What's your banner?
He can start anywhere within the kingdom.
This has no effect on you. This has
And
nothing
we
to do
gain
with
Nimit as a companion. Get your 2 spirit for quest.
Yours.
And remove the Titans.
It's my battlements. I move.
Oh, instead of getting spirit,
So
right?
you
If
If
you
you
want
wanna
to
move
monthly
an
quest
extra
instead of
one,
getting
you
spirit.
All right, so that we actually do for those who have not seen this.
If you want to spend.
So Jeff
use it
got
twice,
his,
you
his virtue that says when he completes a monthly quest, instead of gaining the spirit, he can remove a foe. So we actually do that on the foe status screen,
Oh, it's just.
and then we can remove the foe.
Goodbye, Titans. Hostile lasagna.
So we have to-
Hungry Lasagna.
We have to tell the app that so that it knows we removed it, because then now I'll take out his events. So that was handy
Whose
dandy.
turn is it right now?
It was mine, but I just finished.
So Justin, remember, you're in this area now.
Yeah.
If you want to spend a spirit, you can do your banner twice.
No events. We're on turn 8.
The month is going to end soon.
All right, so
Just the guild quest left. But maybe now's a good time to start moving more trees.
yeah, I can move that tree, right?
We only have two moves to go. 1 and 2. And I have my power.
So I can move it 1 on my turn, then you can move it with your horn. So if I reinforce to do that, I should go fight those brigands maybe. They're in the hills. That seems like a good plan. All right, so let's go ahead and spend a spirit to reinforce twice, our banner action twice, because of the guild effect. Then I will move over to where those brigands are. So I lose 6 warriors for crossing the River of Fire. And I'm in your space, right, Mike?
No,
We're not in the same space?
we're not.
No.
Oh, okay. But I'm in with the brigands, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, how many extra moves did you have? You passed through
I only have 1 extra. I only have move of 3, so that was two spaces, so I can't move that. All right, so I'll just do it. So I'm in the hill. I'm gonna blow this guy out of the water. I have melee. No, they're not. They're stealth and humanoid. So I have 1 when I battle, 2 wild and hills. That's 3. Oh, after I reinforce, I gain. Did I reinforce? I didn't reinforce yet. You know what? Before I get there, I'm going to reinforce in that citadel and spend 3 spirit to get another virtue. And I'm going to get this. This wild advantage will help when we battle. Doesn't help now. All right. So I have, it does help actually because of Sanzar. So I have 1 when I battle, 2 in the hills is 3, 6 for the Grimoire, 2 extra for Sanzar is 8. All right. So I should be able to max them out even though they are lethal. So I'll go ahead and choose my things. Gain a potion. And gain another potion. All right. And I got spend to gain a spirit and spend to move any hero up to 3 spaces. That's handy dandy.
And the brigands are gone?
Brigands are gone. I get 2 spirit for fighting. I've got 1 more move left. Why don't I move onto Mike's space? That way I can give you some warriors. Help to give you any now? Yeah, why not, right? What do you need? Are you need any warriors for anything?
I mean, I'm not battling anything. I can cross fire if I have to once.
Let me just give you 10 warriors, just for the boys. All right, so let's put the skull on the tower.
Uh-oh, she saw something.
Yep, came in Mike's kingdom. And we got an event. Tower stirs. All right, everybody got 1. Keep in mind that citadel thing. Somebody's citadel is going to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Could happen right now. Letha has found no savage or lethal beast to soothe the whole game, coincidentally. Sanzar Zeal is spoken of throughout the land. The player with Sanzar may spend any number of spirit to gain 6 warriors. I'm going to spend the spirit to gain 6 warriors.
You dogs all lizard. I've never seen a lizard run so fast.
All right, Nimit's magic is as inscrutable as it is powerful. The player with Nimit may spend 1 treasure to gain 5 spirit.
No. No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
All right. For each guild with a foe on or adjacent to it, reduce its rank by 1. That's
Which
it.
one?
On or adjacent.
To the
To the guild, yeah,
To the
we're
guild,
good.
okay, so-
Yeah, okay. Lemure strike. Each Lemure to move each Lemure to the closest sanctuary or citadel. It's already there. Then place a skull on the building in their space. So it's just the one Lemure, right?
Yeah.
Blorp. Whoop. All right, your turn, Mark. It's turn 9. Could well be the last turn of the month.
What
Okay.
month are we in?
We are in month 4. We need to get on it.
Who needs me to move a skull? Get rid of a skull.
If you want to throw a skull onto any space that, no, I'm going to cleanse these anyway. If you want to stack the power skulls together, eventually when I cleanse them, I can cleanse all of them.
I don't see we doing a lot more cleansing though. I'm not sure it matters. Like if you
I
see
think
something
we've
good to do,
balanced
it's
that
fine.
for now.
So the biggest trouble we're gonna have right now is we did not do this guild quest unless we're doing it right now.
This one?
Do it.
Yeah,
What do we need to do to do it?
it's the dungeon. It's the beast
I have to
dungeon.
double
Oh,
move.
okay.
No, it's
It's right
undead.
there.
You're not gonna get
It's
it
an
undead.
It's an undead?
It's
I'll see if I can do it then.
Because if we
I'll try it
don't,
now.
something bad is gonna happen.
So let me try that one now. So my action is going to have to be to battle.
No, your action's gonna have to be to quest. That's how you do the
Oh,
dungeon.
the quest. Okay.
You have any warriors? You want to try to get some warriors before you go there?
Yeah. So I need to reinforce and get warriors. So I'm on a village. So I can spend the spirit and get 12.
You can actually pass through me, right?
Yeah.
You can pick up stuff from me too.
And you're going to have to spend 6.
Oh
cross over.
shoot! I just realized something.
What's that?
I completely forgot. I had a power skull come out in my kingdom. So I lose that and gain a corruption.
Ooh.
I cannot carry more than 2 treasures. No, I don't have any treasures anyway now.
Okay. Now I'm going to have to spend a spirit to double move because I get -1 movement in this area. So I'm
I got
2
one
moves, so
starting
that's
move.
4.
No, I see
So I can
everybody.
move here first.
Yep.
Now, does anybody want to give me anything?
Yeah, take some warriors.
I'll give you 5.
I got here like 12. That'll pay for the end of the month thing too.
I don't need to do the end of the month. There's only 2 skulls there.
Yeah, but now I'll see.
Okay, and then finish my move and
All right.
torch.
Yep. Oops. Twitter notification.
Okay.
All right.
How many
You can.
advantages
You don't
do
need
have?
to hold under the camera.
How many advantages? I've got 1 undead, right? It's an undead, so I've got 1 for undead.
I take it it's not in the right terrain.
It's not in the right terrain.
Remember, you don't have to finish it. I can
I've got
try
a
to-
potion that gives me 1.
I can.
All right.
I
so
can
you
try
can
to
just
finish
save
it
that to
off.
use. All right. So you've got 1, maybe 2. Here, you know, well, I
can almost-
could trade you Sanzar too.
Lose 6 warriors. So the first one I'm going to lose 6, right?
Okay.
6 warriors.
That's what we gave them to you for. I mean, this one we have to complete, so I'd kind of hold off as much as
Well,
possible.
let me spend a potion for 6 warriors.
Well, you don't need to yet. You can spend it when you need to. Lose the words. Yeah, exactly.
Lose 2 potions and 2 warriors. I'm going to spend an advantage there. Gain 2 potions.
Running out of potions.
The best we've ever done this game.
By far.
We're getting better.
That's another wild advantage, too.
Helps
All right,
with
there you go.
justice
It should
point.
be
Yeah.
good.
Just
Continue.
we're bad.
Let's see
It's the
this.
same thing.
How many
So
advantages did you have?
I had
Just-
just the one, right?
yeah,
So I can spend this to gain an advantage and get rid of that. So there's,
you're gonna get it back anyway. It's the same.
you may spend 1 spirit to gain the top treasure of the treasure deck. What's the top treasure?
Necklace of Haggling.
Death, stealth, and no.
Doesn't happen? No. Okay.
I mean, other than it's a resource.
5 warriors and 1 spirit.
Well, in retrospect, you probably should have swapped that top of the treasure deck.
Yes. I should have. Let's use an advantage on that. Gain 2 spirit. Lose 6.
Just lose the 6.
Before the end of your turn, you can always
Yeah.
use the push. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, got it.
All right. The relic you were asked to recover sits on a dais, so remove that. Get 2 spirit for questing, and guess what? You gain the top part of the treasure deck.
Where does the tune go?
Just over in the little token right here. 2 spirit for questing if you didn't take that already.
Got it.
So you should be using the haggle die every time you reinforce now.
Ooh, the magic carpet's actually quite useful.
Yeah, especially with the River of Fire.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wish we would have had it earlier.
Yeah. All right, Mark, if you're done,
Well,
drop
I
the
can
skill.
cycle those, remember, on the beginning of my turn.
No.
Keep
You
forgetting
should have
to-
cycled the one you didn't. This one don't cycle. We like this one. Oh, did that come straight out, Jeff?
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
All the way
it's
over here.
shot out.
We'll just throw it.
And we have an event. Let me guess. Seal is broken. Not what I would have guessed. That's you, Mark.
Yep.
Middle
Sorry,
one?
open.
No,
Oh, no, it's the
the
second.
middle one. Yeah. What is it? An opening or a glyph?
Open.
Zir, twist the fabric time. The month is extended by 1 turn.
Woohoo!
Ema knows all the trade routes. Spend 1 treasure to upgrade any guild.
I'll spend mine.
I'm on.
No, it has to be whoever has Ema.
I'm not spending.
Yeah, spend Zemair's teeth.
Some of the one that, oh, we're not going to bother about removing the.
Not many at this point.
I have to upgrade any guild?
Any guild, yeah.
Sure, I'm going to upgrade mine.
Why yours?
Because this one gives me extra treasure.
We don't need a million treasures. There's things that we could.
I want treasure. All right.
Well, let us get another companion even. Although not that one, because that's what we do. This one we literally cannot cleanse in here.
Well, I can cleanse.
Greedy bastard.
I can look at his character.
You
I can
cannot. No, you cannot.
It's not allowed.
Oh, I can't cleanse it. You're.
No one
Oh, I
can
thought that
cleanse
meant
There. No.
No
No one
one
in that
can
kingdom
cleanse.
can cleanse.
I will move it up on the cleanse it.
All right.
So we can cleanse. Yeah, move that puppy up.
All right. Put it on the bottom of the
My
tray.
goodness.
But I like treasure.
This is the hard part of the
Oh
game.
my goodness! Titan spawns in Ascal's Bane in the south. We can't get rid of these Titans. On the plus hand, we have not triggered their event. So that every time I feel bad whenever they spawn, but every time I remind myself, you know what? That means they would have done something bad. All right, your turn, Mike. Turn 10. Month 4, turn 10.
Okay. So I'm gonna move the battlement onto the Titan.
So tablets not required. They're asking about like basically what device or apps required. So it's available on iOS and Android.
Use the power.
And any tablet or phone works. Played on phone plenty of times. It's better on a tablet just because it's bigger, obviously. It's great if you can Chromecast it or AirPlay it, but not necessary. And especially if you're playing solo, it's totally fine on a phone. When a phone's good, you can keep passing it around.
Goes there. I'm done.
Did we complete the circle? I think we did. right?
Yeah, we just did.
What circle? Oh, the circle of trees. Okay, good. All right, so now all we have to do is quest here to bring out Ashstrider. All right, let's not screw it up,
Is
guys.
there no rule about the trees crossing the river of fire?
No,
Should there be?
no. Trees don't have warriors.
Okay, I can put it anywhere. Where do you want me to put it?
Anything but the citadel.
Or anything but the east.
From the village, maybe.
That's fine. Yeah. All right. Event. Lucas returns with the spoils of his efforts. The player with Lucas may spend 2 spirit to search the treasure deck and gain for a treasure and gain it.
Sure.
Such
I
a
like
greedy. He ended up with the right player. That
I love
guy.
treasure.
This guy. Treasure hog.
Take my one back? No.
All right. And while you're spending 18 hours figuring that out.
There's a lot of treasure cards.
All right, it's your turn, Mike. Wait, was that your turn?
That was my turn.
All right, Jeff, it's your turn when you're done. We've done all 3 of the quests this month. That's good. That's good. God, this river's of fire killing us.
Yeah.
It was that second one that we couldn't get done.
They were painful.
If we were just missing those 2, we would have been fine. For that one, we could have dealt with.
What are your suggestions for? There's a lot of treasures here. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't
what do you
know.
think we can use?
Anything, any,
to help us with him?
find the magic scroll. The one with the magic, oh no, the beast.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we have the magic and the beast scrolls. Oh no, that's not the scroll. Oh, it is a scroll, but it's 1+1. Yeah, no, we got the magic one. That's good. We need to get that one to fight Ashstrider. That's perfect for
We'll
Ashstrider.
just buy that right out of there.
Yeah. There's one against, I think, the adversaries, right? And this, I'm thinking of Yana. Never mind. I don't know. Here, let me look through.
Yeah.
Fine. Go take your
You
turn.
can pick.
The carpet's a good thing, actually. Carpet's good. We should take the carpet.
Okay.
Because that'll help us, first of all, avoid the rivers of fire, but also as we fight the adversary, which I don't know if you guys have even done yet. Have you? You fought him once.
Yeah, we beat one adversary.
I lost to an adversary.
When did you beat somebody?
We did beat somebody.
I've never won this game.
Yeah.
It was the week. It was the month he wasn't here.
Yeah, all right. We're going to talk right when you're done too. So they hop around. So you can battle them, and then if you leave, they go to a new space. So Kamari's carpet is good to follow them. Yeah.
Okay, so all I have to do is quest there. That's it.
Yeah.
Because we made the circle of trees.
Yeah. So you probably should do it if
All
you
right, that's
can.
it. Well,
Can you get there?
I'm 2 spaces.
All
away.
right. So
You're
you
gonna
got to
use your-
reinforce first.
Yes.
Your carpet?
That's me.
No, I'm right. I'm all the way over there.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah.
But,
Do
let
your
me,
reinforce first.
well, my banner action just put me there, right? No, I don't need to do that. Let me reinforce.
You're
first.
already in the village.
Let me reinforce.
Well, you have to start with your banner action, right?
Yeah, and you're in the village already.
All right,
So it depends what
so
he wants to reinforce.
I'm going to, I guess free. I'll gain a gear, right? Because I don't have any.
Then you need to
spirits
be in the
by
bazaar,
myself.
right?
Right.
So then you're
No,
gonna start
no.
your turn in the bazaar?
No, because
No.
Ema lets him do any.
I can.
You don't have it. Oh, you do have Ema there. Shit.
You can reinforce
Yes,
any
I-
building. You can reinforce
As if it was-
any building as if it was a bazaar.
Right. So you can do that. So
I
you get a
can do
gear.
that. So I'll gain a gear.
So you can get the brass talismans if you don't have those. That's magic advantage. We already have those.
What did I say?
You can get the leather armor. It's not nothing. It probably is nothing at this point, but that's fine. All right, so you can go do that quest. You get to reinforce twice, don't
I
you?
do. Yeah, I might as well take another gear. Not to, right? After you reinforce, move one skull from the building in your space.
All right. Move them on to the quest space. We're going to complete the main quest. So we take the main goal. We have a ring of unbroken trees, correct?
Correct.
So we are now in the Pine Barrens. Oh, great evergreen king, we beseech you to tear apart the tower. With a low rumble, the trees strike at the tower. Branches and limbs batter the stone, their mighty blows echoing across the land as the walls tumble down. A gout of flame erupts from the tower as Ashstrider emerges. Amidst a blanket of smoke, Ashstrider emerges. I made that part up, the middle part. I should have just read it. It growls like a fire crackling in the forge. All right, so let's see where he spawns. Utar's Barrows in the east. Where the heck's Utar's? Oh, there we go. All right, so for those who have not battled an adversary before, when you go into battle an adversary, it's very, just like battling a regular one, except you must resolve at least one card. But after you resolve at least one card, you can leave. When you do, he's going to move to another space. But importantly, any advantages you apply to any cards in that battle against him will stay on them. So the advantages are sticky, I like to say. So you can battle, improve a couple cards, and they go out. So then if somebody else goes into battle and they draw a card that you already improved, it will be improved when they draw it. All right? All right. That's it. Do you have anything else you're done with your turn, Jeff?
I should gain 2 spirit requesting.
Yeah. And then you're going to pull the Skull of the Bag and draw
Yep.
it in.
We get
All right.
over this one.
Now we're talking about Chilean street food. Right? No problem there. All right. Event. Siege trees. Oh, sorry. This is a known issue. So it's still doing the siege tree event, even though we completed the quest, but that doesn't matter. Technically it does, but it doesn't. All right. New wares. Put any number of treasures from the market on the bottom of the treasure deck, then refill the market.
No, magic use, I think,
Okay.
more useful.
Tower unleashes flames across the land. Place 2 skulls on a citadel in your current kingdom. That's you, Jeff. So 2 skulls on Citadel Mark's kingdom. How many skulls are we down to?
We're
We
down
didn't
to,
pop Mark's thing this turn.
it's about 4, maybe 5.
All right.
It's 4.
Brigand Strike. Each hero loses 1 item.
I guess the
That
word
includes a
doesn't matter
treasure,
anymore.
right?
Yeah, I mean, you can use it to move the adversary.
Does that
It's any
include
foe.
treasure?
Don't
Yeah,
I?
any item.
But I have to.
Why wouldn't you lose
Or
it?
I get a
A
corruption.
potion's an item?
Yeah, you have to. Oh, is it your only item?
That's,
Yeah,
I've
then
got
yes.
nothing.
Here.
Oh, potion?
All right. Everybody lost one?
I've been playing utility all game.
And the month is ended.
Do I want to spend 12 to get rid of 2?
No. The warriors are more important now. Does anyone have any end of month? Did you get your end of month virtue or no? You do have one, but you didn't get it, right? Okay.
No. Oh, that one, no, I haven't.
All right. All right, month 5, quests, which we're probably not going to do. Recruit Hakan. Sometimes the most useful component to my work is strong backs. You have those, right? Help me finish my work here, and I'll be free to help you. Quest in the Bone Hills in the south. That's this one. And spend 20 warriors to gain Hakan as a companion. I don't see that happening. Citadels under siege. That's this one. The Astriders fires sow fear in the hearts of the weak-willed. Chaos flares in the citadels. Create a diversion to draw Astriders' attention elsewhere. Quest in the Forest of Shades in the east, where chaos will add skulls to the citadels. That's plural this time. If we don't defeat them, we need to make sure we get that one done because we don't have enough skulls to put on multiple citadels. Ethereal Sojourn. The arcane scouts begin their magical machinations to muster troops for the final battle. If you help them with their work, they will use their magic to deliver you to favorable ground. Quest in the Throne and spend 18 warriors to travel by magic. All right, month 5 begins. Whose turn was that? Whose turn was that?
I
That was
did
yours,
quest.
so my turn. All right. Time to go battle this puppy. Where am I? I'm all the way over there. Sweet, fancy Moses. Okay. If I double my move, and I go... Battlement. All right. Let me get my banner action. What's there? My move is -1, right?
Yes, your base move.
Well, that's, if I double it, now I'm only moving 4, so I can't get to him this turn anyway. I might as well go the way that doesn't make me lose warriors.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
Why are you moving me 3?
Just saying that's 3. So
Yeah, I only have 2 though. Base move of 2.
Oh.
Because it's -1.
Yeesh.
Not good. All right, I'm going to go to that citadel. So move me onto your citadel there. I'm going to reinforce and spend. Oh, we didn't do our influence. How many influence do we get?
Second.
missing some of these tokens. Alright, so I'm gonna reinforce there. Increase that by 1. And who is that?
Ula.
Ula the Nomad. Alright. If you influence outside your home kingdom, you gain an additional 3 influence plus 1 wild advantage outside your home kingdom. So whoever's going to battle on next, they can grab her from me. That's a lot of advantages. I think we got a good chance if someone can, like if you, the carpet, you can like move to someone and start, and then spend a spirit to, no, what I'm saying is though, you can spend a spirit to double. You can pick up some companions. No limit on companions. We got lots of advantages from our companions. Like Sanzar would give you 3 advantages or 2 advantages. Ula would give you another advantage. Anyway, all right. Then I am going to.
That's all over there too.
There's nowhere good to quest. All right, so I'm just going to take the influence action. So we gain 5 influence because of Ula, and I get 2 spirit. All right, not my best turn because your kingdom stinks, Mike. Very low on skulls.
I had to move a lot of trees.
Very low on skulls. Event. Ula emboldens those who journey far and wide. All heroes outside their home kingdom gain 1 spirit. Move all foes 1 space towards the guild in their current kingdom. Ah! Why couldn't that have been right before my turn? Although I wouldn't be able to get there anyway. Never mind. What is that effect? The guild effect that I moved it to?
You cannot spend spirit to double your base move.
I can't get out of your quagmire of a kingdom. All right, your turn, Mark.
It's better
But I have my regular movement now, right?
When is the West Kingdom going
I
to
moved
run
a
their
lot of
infrastructure
trees.
plan?
I moved a lot of trees.
Okay, I'm gonna come into here and I don't wanna lose warriors, so let's move that away. Move 3. So
Talking about playing game in a cafe. If you play Dark Tower in a cafe, they will give you free food, I bet.
For the Fire River, I lose 6 warriors. In the Citadel, I can spend 5. That's 4. That's 5. And gain Virtue.
What's the virtue doing for us? What does it do?
This one says I get +1 wild advantage for each building with skulls on or adjacent to your space.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, so that's reinforce. And then I still have 1 more move.
We are very low on skulls, by the way.
Right.
As in we have
Where's that
4.
element?
Okay.
It's here, right?
Well, I can't cleanse until my turn. But
I did not get my warriors. I need to get warriors. I guess I'll go and do this quest next. I'll move this way. No, I did that wrong. He would have been better than the virtue, I think. Companion would have been better than the virtue.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
So, are you done?
Yeah, that's it.
Then
Oh,
you need
I
a
need a
skull
skull.
to go into the tower.
I need a skull.
Jeff.
Whoever has the back, I need a skull. How many
Not
are
many in here. We need to add some of that. All this work is for nothing.
Then tower stirs. Yay. The kingdom we can't cleanse. Well, we can't cleanse now. We just have to spend one spirit to cleanse it.
Dodgy. It's all right.
I think we got to do this
I will cleanse some off of that.
because we're gonna get. This is why we're gonna lose, by the way.
I will cleanse.
Seal is broken. If it's that seal and there's 3 skulls behind it, we lose. It's on your side, Mike.
Empty hole.
Letha, useless Letha. Rumor. Ooh, gouts of flame erupt from the tower. Scouts believe they will soon rain down on a bazaar. So, if it's this bazaar, we lose. Actually, that's not true. I just gained a corruption. Ashrider rages destroy a building in its current kingdom.
What happens to the skulls that are on the building?
They're removed from the game.
Ouch.
But we don't want to remove the guild, so I think it has to be this village.
Yeah.
All right. So that gets removed, and I get a corruption, which means I now
And why
have
not
2.
the Citadel?
Because then we would have no room to put any skulls. Why would we do the Citadel?
This is the Citadel.
Why would we do the Citadel?
I guess it doesn't, yeah. It only had 1 skull on it. I don't want to remove it from the game, that's all I was
Well,
thinking.
that doesn't matter. We have plenty of skulls we can get back in the bag other than those 3. After you reinforce the village, there's 1 spirit. All right, great. Power of the mirrors have increased from ready to savage. It's all starting to happen. I told you, we're on the clock now, boys. Let's go. Let's get that bread, as the kids say. Do the kids still say that? I don't know.
So I cannot spend to double my base move. I have no items, no companions.
All right, so for the record, I didn't show it on there, but that was Ashrider's event. When we get him, drive him out, and we have him out on the board, he doesn't just sit there. So we're on the clock. He's going to do an event. He just to destroy a building. He could destroy another one before it even gets to me.
Can anyone get, is anyone, or Jeff, are you going to get to him?
I can get to him, yeah.
So should I move another battlement onto him? So you get another bonus?
If you could.
Yep, I can.
I'm going to hit him pretty hard.
So you have 2 battlements.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him really hard. It's if you want to cleanse. No, you can't. I was also thinking
can't
about
even get there.
cleansing some of these skulls off, but
No.
I'd rather hit him.
Yes, absolutely.
Hitting him is.
I think
closer to
we're very risky going into battle with him right now, but because he might affect other people though. Like he might say everybody loses such and such.
I'm gonna hit him. We can do some damage to him.
Point is, I need to get to my turn and I need to cleanse, or I need to reinforce a sanctuary and remove my corruptions. Otherwise, we're doing okay. We only have 1, but I'm the weak link right now.
Where is sanctuary? That's my village. So 1,
Where is your sanctuary?
Whose sanctuary?
Yours.
Right there.
2. I guess 3. I'll just go 2. Cleanse.
Let me see. Ashrider's card.
That's all good. Spirit. I may as well just give stuff so if something on top of me, I just give you everything I have because I can't really do anything. And then,
That's gonna be bad. Ooh, that's really bad. Ashrider hurts heroes in its current kingdom based on skulls in the kingdom. That's gonna hurt.
then I'll pay 1, reinforce, and get 12.
But I guess
If you have enough advantages, if you have enough advantages, just max out the card.
I'm done.
All right.
Are we on skulls? It's pretty
Medium.
low.
It's not super low, but it's
No, it's not super. It's like 6.
But Ashrider messes with that.
I can put it anywhere.
Came out on your side? Oh, your current kingdom. I know. It came out there?
It came
From
out-
there?
No, it came out.
Yeah, what do you
No,
doing?
it came out of mine.
No, it came
I
out.
watched it come out right here.
Okay.
It landed on his because it bounced,
All right.
but I watched it
Okay.
come
All
out.
right. Okay. I'm on the other side, so. All right. Brigand strike. Each hero loses 1 item.
And if I don't have it,
Corruption.
we're going to lose on corruption because I don't have anything.
That's his corruption.
That's the second time it happens to me.
Well, we know it's going to keep popping up unless we get all the brigands off the board.
Well, there's
But
two
there's
here.
two
You guys
there.
want to deal with those while I
No.
deal with him?
Just make sure you get an item every turn.
How does haggle work? I've never done that.
Titan strikes. Destroy a building in the Titan's current kingdom. Then move to Titan to any building in the next kingdom clockwise.
Do not put him on the village, please.
He's going to go there. So
Do not
destroy
put-
one of your buildings, Mark.
Okay.
Do not destroy the village, please. I need a village.
Bizarre.
All right. And Mark, you gain a corruption.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You cannot give other heroes anything when you trade.
Selfish.
Yep.
All right, then move him, put him on a building in your kingdom, Mike.
It's your problem now.
Just slap him over in that bazaar or something, right? Yeah. Okay. Not the sanctuary.
Why not?
Actually, I can move 3 down. Never mind, you can put him there. All right, turn 4.
Start me on the village, please. The village.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to reinforce to gain 12 warriors because I think I might need them.
All right.
And do I want to do it again and go down to 1 spirit? And then I'm thinking probably. Yeah, sure. 1 spirit's fine. When I hit him, is he going to do spirit damage too?
I don't recall, honestly. I don't think so, but it's certainly possible he does like a random spirit damage.
Well, I have a lot of advantages, so I'll just do it. Get another 12.
And do you get anything when you reinforce? I keep forgetting.
No, I'll just do a 20.
Okay. Not one of your companions or one of your multi-companions.
Yeah, there was when you reinforce. No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to use the
Carpet.
carpet to spend the
Oh,
spirit.
that's your last
That's
spirit?
my last spirit.
Jeez. All right. Godspeed.
Yep.
All right. Let's
Oh
go.
wait, no, hold on. Damn,
What?
I can do that. I have to take. I have to get some
Oh,
spirit
yeah,
back because I have the glyph that turns. So I got to take spirit back.
Oh, not only that, but you're going to lose 8 warriors when you enter that space.
Okay, well, 8 warriors. This is working out splendidly. Okay, 8 warriors. I need to use a spirit to battle
Yeah.
because of the glyph that's on
Yeah.
that wasn't there before, but is now.
All right.
Okay, now I think I'm ready now. I
don't think you're ready.
uh,
All right, here goes nothing. We're battling the adversary. Hey, we got that far. That's an accomplishment in and of itself.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm so
Did that sound bad?
That's
All right.
okay.
All right, he's a level 5 foe. He's the adversary.
How many advantages I got here? He's magic.
Place
beast,
8
right?
skulls on buildings in your current kingdom.
He's magic beast, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 advantages.
Plus the battlement.
Plus 2
Two
battlements. So I
Well,
have
you-
11.
no, the most you can have is 10.
Oh, plus advantages I can have is 10?
I've
Yeah,
never
that's
heard the
a-
rule.
that's advantage,
Yeah,
yeah.
10 advantages. All right.
So we're obviously advantaging the crap out of this card. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Just go ahead and hit it.
Yeah. Nope. Again. 3. Okay. Do we have room for 3? No.
I wouldn't.
No.
I'd
All right,
keep
keep going. 1 skull. I've got 10 advantages total. We've used 3.
You've got no.
Yeah.
You get a positive for 1 or a 0.
I think you should do it. No, I think you should do it and keep going because we might
Okay.
need to just rush this one and see
Okay.
if we can.
1 more.
No.
Oh, you
Not
just
use-
confirm that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
confirm it.
All
Yeah.
right, so we're going to put a skull on a
Put the
building.
skull on the citadel, yes. Yep. Okay. Confirm.
Now, I could be wrong, so
Mhm.
we're going to go to the next card. This is where you could retreat.
No, I've got 7 advantages. Let's go.
Lose 25 warriors and 3
All right,
spirit.
how many spirits? So we got to do that. 15 2. 10 1. Lose 5 warriors. I can lose 5 warriors.
Well, now the question is, are you going to do another card or not? Because if you're not, you should spend your last advantage.
I have 4 advantages. I can max it out.
Yeah,
So
I think you
we
should.
do
Okay.
another
All
card.
right, I just want to make
Whatever
sure.
this card is, we max it out. Okay.
Yeah. All right, now here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
This could be our chance because you have no corruptions,
Okay.
but we have no
Well,
advantage.
there's
Now
no
the
spirit.
problem is if you get a card with skulls, We only have room for one skull.
Yeah.
If any building in here gets destroyed, I get a corruption, we lose.
Okay, but I think it might be better to retreat because
I
now
think so, too.
3 of the cards are decent now
I agree.
out of the 7. So I
No,
think
there's 8 cards.
it's 8 cards. Oh, I thought there were 7. Okay. I think we retreat and take our, I think we retreat and try it again next round, go around, and hopefully nothing bad happens between now and the next time.
Now, so he can complete the next card.
No,
Oh, no, he won't.
He's trying to decide if he's going to
corruption.
retreat or whatever.
The corruption is if he's unable
To pay for a card. So if you got like lose 25 warriors and 3 spirit, we don't care because he
I
just
get
gets a
corruption,
corruption.
then we're done. You're right.
But
if
so
he-
why wouldn't we do one more? And
Because
Because
if
it
the
might
next
be,
card says place 8 kingdoms
Oh,
on
then-
build skulls, place 8 skulls in your current kingdom, we lose.
Okay, well,
Well, we
you're the
don't
one
have
that
8
picked the
skulls
cards.
and we don't have room for them in the kingdom. That's the problem.
retreat. We got pretty far.
Now, if we retreat, the other thing to keep in mind is he's going to move to another space.
Okay.
yeah,
That
but
might
that's
be
fine.
good because it gets him out of this kingdom.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
All right.
I think we do that.
All right. So let's retreat.
Okay. I think we
Yeah,
did,
he
we
moves
did
to
good
the
that.
grass sea in the west.
Oh my goodness, right here. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's grasslands. That was rude of him.
The siege trees are there.
Forest. It's also a forest. Okay.
I'm going to take my 2 spirit for battle.
Yeah, so Nayabari says run away. So you can use it's regular AAA batteries, 3 AAA batteries. You can use rechargeables. It actually does very well with rechargeables, by the way. So just for that. All right. Take your 2 spirit for fighting. Are you done?
I think so. I moved. No, I didn't. I didn't move yet. But if I move, I'm going to cross over. I should go over there, right? I mean, I have the warriors to spend the
If
cross
somebody else is going to battle him again before they go, if they don't win,
So
though,
if
he's
you
going
can
to
come-
go.
if you can somehow come over and I can take all your stuff on the way, I can battle.
I can get there.
I can give
I
you a
can move
bunch of
him 2
stuff.
spaces.
I'll just go into the space that he's at.
Well, who's purple?
That's mine.
Right.
Mark can take him on now if you can get stuff to him.
I
Well,
can move him 2
Well, it's
spaces.
my turn next.
You can move him 2 spaces on your turn.
Where are you going to put him?
You can bring
Wait,
him
but
to him.
it's, okay, hold on. It's Justin's turn next.
I'm going to be.
Justin's got a ton of
I'm
spirit and
going
a
to
ton
be.
of warriors.
Yeah. So I'm going to get rid of my corruptions,
Then,
and then I'm going to, do something. I might.
if you get rid of your corruptions, you still have the battle and you still have to move. Where are you?
I'm right there. I could go battle him. I just.
Okay, what if I put myself on the space he's at, or the space you're at?
Then we can trade stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you can just take all
yeah,
this crap
I could
and
get some
finish him
advantages too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just lose. I can.
He's on the sanctuary. I think that's a good idea. Oh, wait a minute.
No,
He's not. I was looking at the Titan. Where is he?
3, 4.
Titan's on the sanctuary.
Where is he?
He's right
He's
here.
right
there. Okay.
It'll cost me 4. I don't even need to double move. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even need to double move. I just need to pay.
Yeah, but I can't get rid of my corruptions unless I go to the sanctuary. And you know what? I can use my potion to move myself.
Why do you have to get rid of your corruption?
Because I don't want to battle him with 2 corruptions. That's just begging for trouble. What is that face? That's how you lose the game. You're like, come on. That's like Dark Tower 101.
Okay, so
It's the first time I think I've gotten this.
I
far,
just go to
so-
his face. I think that's fine. I can use him with a potion to.
I mean, you got to get to that space anyway, right? So I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
there. And you
Yeah,
get there
that's
when
fine.
you-
I agree.
Okay, so I'll just move 4. 1, 2, pay 6 warriors. 3, 4.
Yeah.
Pay 6.
All right. Let's just hope we don't get any crappy events. How many skulls are there? 3. That's not good. Event.
So close. Don't do it, game.
Destroy building in his current kingdom.
That's dead.
Ah!
No. You're so close. No.
Still haven't.
We just lost. I think we had a good shot on my turn too,
Yeah, I think we did.
because I would have had 10 advantages. All right. Well, you know what that means, folks. We have to hit the crying eyeball button. Yes, I'm holding to surrender. We just lost the game. All the four kingdoms lay under a blanket of ash. At night, cinders fill the skies like stars from the hells below. Crops wither and die. Those who survive the onslaught flee to greener lands. All is lost. Well, we tried.
We tried.
We got oh so close. Somebody posted, thank you, Nyambari, posted, I didn't even know we had a tombstone emoji.
Yeah, there's
Very
a lot
nice.
of tombstone emojis in this game.
And meanwhile, Sundog is talking about creme brulee and bananas, and I don't take my mind off the loss. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed it. That was a pretty close one. This is the game. It can be tight, and you got to plan for all these contingencies. That final battle is like a whole little sub game and managing it's very tactical. So there were things we could have done to mitigate that, like Mike maybe getting rid of the corruption beforehand, because that's what they do when you get the adversary out. They hop around and start getting you on the clock by destroying buildings. So, all right, well, it was a good effort. Any last comments from anybody? Did you all like the Alliances expansion?
I did.
First time you played it?
I was worried it would make it more complicated. I think it added interest without making it more complicated.
Yeah, it's a nice little change of pace. And the new heroes, you guys like the new heroes?
Yeah, they work pretty well. I like the guild tracks, actually.
Okay, cool.
I think they add to it.
All right, well, before I shut down the stream, any last minute questions from anybody in chat? I'm not seeing anything. Co-ops don't always win, but when they do, they're awesome. So, again, I think it's probably about a 50% win rate, maybe a little higher, even a little higher win rate on the base game. I know you guys haven't won yet, but we've been trying some hard ones.
We are certainly 50%.
You've been trying some of the hard combos, like the intro game. If you know how to play, I'd say is definitely over a 50% win rate. When you add the guilds in, so definitely a little layer of difficulty. So it's probably a little 50% or below. So good effort. Thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. I thought this actually went pretty well. I guess I'll see from people who've watched in the chat and everything if you all think this was good. Maybe something we can do another time. And I'm going to go shut down the stream, which is in another room. So there'll be a few moments of quiet while I go do that before I shut it down. Thanks again. Bye.
If he wants quiet so that we wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
What embarrassing.